Okay, sorry about that.
Beautiful. Is everybody ready? Because I'm ready.
So ready.
Things are about to get hot in here.
We're gonna give you your birthday
no.
present by whatever you do to us, I guess. To my knowledge, there's nothing planned on our end, but like, I guess do what you want. I don't know what I'm.
Beware.
You're good.
Does everybody need to roll?
Thank you for rolling. No, there's only one person left.
Oh.
We're on session 6.
Oh yeah, it is session 6.
It's crazy. It's already been
Just wrote
6
that down in my
weeks.
notes.
6 weeks gone by like this. Feels like we started yesterday,
Seriously.
but it's great. Mr. Bloop.
Gilbert, they can climb on there, it's fine. I just don't want him unplugging things from right here.
We have the honor this evening of hearing a recap from Bloop's point of view, which should be really interesting, as it's a character trait of Bloop to zone out.
You might want to get a little closer to the mic.
I wouldn't get to lose her again. I should tell you.
Umpo? Or... Yay. Awesome! Thank you!
Zoom out and...
I'm so excited
He's a
for you guys to
pacifist.
find this out. It's so good. Yeah, he's a pacifist. Oh. So, last we left off, the party was making their way down one of the various junk hills that they were stationed on, maneuvering through some of the trash heaps. Slunda saw the Robodog, whatever you want to call him, that tried to kill you, thinking that she might get a chance to investigate it or disassemble it or whatever her plans were. She went to investigate through a series of unfortunate events, between gluing her hands to the mouth of the dog and sticking her head in to investigate further.
I think she stuck her head in first.
It matters not what to... This is true. A small spark, like a fireball getting ready to shoot out towards you, Slunda. The dog, for the most part, still seems very inactive, besides this one spark. What's ignition would be the better word. In a moment of panic, you glue your hands on. You can see that flame getting larger and larger. You can hear the sounds of the machine within turning. This deep, echoing bellow coming from its stomach. You can smell... I guess you wouldn't be able to smell it because you have your gas mask on. But you can feel like your goggles fogging up just a little bit as there's some moisture that is put on them. And you brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. The dog's growling. It's You can't really hear anything else. You guys are probably about halfway down the small little hill. Flamel, you turn around and you just see... You hear the growling of this happening. You see Slunda bent over, getting ready to take it. And you all hear this echoing... echo through. Slunda, you watch as you can see that... It's like the tip of a flamethrower inside of this mouth. It's small. And in a blink of an eye, it is just off. It's not even there. It's gone. You all hear this shouting and it sounds like, charge! Looking around, you don't know what's happening. You see this bare-chested, muscular man with this, chainsaw axe in his hand running towards this dog. You hear the sounds of... It sounds like a machine gun begin firing. Another echoing, loud sound of a rifle of some sorts firing off. Looking up, you can see... All of you notice various members of people that you have previously seen charging this dog. The chainsaw begins slamming into it. And this is all in the blink of a second. It's all a very coordinated attack happening against it. So your head is still in its mouth, taking it off as you can hear the sound of this chainsaw slamming into the metal hide of this creature, bullet holes flying through. And in a second, the dog seems to be gone. It happened less than 6 seconds that this thing was taken care of.
Was I able to get my head out, or am I still stuck?
You feel like this weight into your hands as the head comes free of its body and almost drops and kind of gives you enough little suction to pull out. You can... Yes! It is... T-Bone. Yep, the Vesk. Yep. He seems like you've seen people. I don't know, Slunda. I don't know if you've seen people, but he is just hacking away at this thing. Seems to be laughing and very much so enjoying the thrill of fighting this monster. You see the looking around quickly, if you choose to do so, you can see this green-haired girl with a hood up has a minigun in her hands as she's firing. She's not firing anymore, but she's just laughing. Starts skipping up. Oh, you almost just had a real doozy, didn't you?
Yes.
Glad you're okay. Are you gonna take this? Can we take it? We kind of killed it, but you were technically investigating it. It's probably some good scrap.
I look over towards the group. Our group, not their group.
Who said? Oh, that's where the rest of you went. 4/5?
Yeah.
Okay. She just starts picking up random pieces of machinery, cogs, whatnot.
I'll just hold on to the dog's head and just look back at it
Oh yeah, you guys can have that.
Sunda just looks back at the group and just holds it up for the
forearm shrug, and then I hold out a fist. I hold out a fist bump to Arvog.
Yeah, I'm doing a shrug with my lower arms while my upper arms are holding up the...
I just had to get him. He's still just hacking into this, what is now a mutilated corpse of robotics, laughing with each strike. As you go and hug his leg, he doesn't notice for a minute, and something's on my leg. Oh, little buddy! And he drops his axe, and just tries lifting you up. Hands kind of slipping. Okay. It's my buddy. Oh, you're so safe. Hi, Bloop. I didn't know you were with this person. Oh. Umpo. I don't know an Umpo. But that's scary.
A stolen robot eye.
As yeah, I'm assuming you guys have like kind of gone back up the hill to regroup.
Yeah.
Okay. As you say that, Flamel, make a reflex save for me.
You might be muted.
Sorry, it's on push to talk, and I was in a different tab, so I had to just
It's all good.
look up my reflex save before I talked to you. Not
You
great.
hear like, you mean this? And you look and you see this. You see, I'm not going to describe everyone again because I've already given descriptions of them. But you see Winder tosses this metallic object, comes hurling towards you. You kind of fumble in your hands before it falls to the ground. You see this red lensed eye with some circuitry and wires sticking out from underneath it, or like attached to the back end of it. Figured it might be yours. Kind of overheard the discussion earlier. Glad to see you guys are all alive.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I pick up the eye.
Looks like it.
I also wanted to rip it out, but that's okay. I'll accept it.
Oh yeah, Blinkerton.
Roll a perception check for me. You're looking around, you can't. There's a lot of junk here, a lot of metal pipes and things that are pretty worn down and rusted, sticking out of various piles. Everything, just like that greenish and sepia type hue to it. Having trouble finding him right now. You have been working on it, yeah. He just has like this natural copper tone to him, though. So looking around, you start shouting around, walking around. It takes you about 10 minutes of shouting out. You can't really hear anything from him. Looking down the hill and a smaller, like scrap metal pile, you can see him that he's currently disassembling his leg and putting a metal pipe in as a new one. Alright. Winder's just looking all of you up and down. Good thing we came in when we did. That could have been a nasty situation for you. Winder's the name?
No kidding.
Pleasure to meet all of you.
Hello,
Thank you.
Winder. I'm
Yes, nice to meet you.
Lunda.
Hi, Slunda. He's definitely like this young 20s, has like that punk look and vibe to him. Just he holds himself like he's better than everybody else, like just the way his posture is, and you can see his movements and his facial expressions. He just has that kind of that attitude about him. He's not being rude in any way, but just gives off that vibe.
Well, at least these people seem to be able to comprehend our names.
That's weird. I don't know if people wouldn't be able to comprehend your names. They aren't that difficult, but hey, I'm not
I tend
here
to agree.
Nah. Oh, that's some nasty business you got going on there. I probably don't want anything to do with it. Unless the pay's right. But that's besides the point. You guys look like you're a little lost, and it's kind of a dangerous place. We just wanted to check in with you really quickly before we head further into the Grunge Pits. If you guys need help, like you guys look like a young little party that doesn't really know what they're doing yet. No offense, but
We met. I saw them all die, and then we met. I don't know how time works here.
that's a lot to unpack there. But okay.
Yeah, we all met recently, at least. Well, except for Slunda. I met her a while ago. But everybody else, we met recently.
Wow, you guys really are a little baby group. Oh, I remember when we got together like that. You see, he's looking around now at various members of the group.
Of our group or his group?
Of his group. You see him look over at Z, and she is tinkering with various parts. She's removing circuitry and cogs from her, I guess, fresh prey would be the best way of describing it. And she's pulled out this, that rocket launcher that she had purchased earlier. She's taking metal plating, and she looks like similar to what you can do. Slunda has, you see, with some magic, has formed like a welder, and she's in the process of attaching it on and adding some plating to it, stylizing it to be her own. T-Bone's over there, just like shaking, or he's just following Bloop around. Looks very happy. He's kind of skipping around too. Looks very, very giddy that he has his friend with him right now. He looks up to. I mean, you can't really see much, but he looks off in the distance towards the west, and all you can see is this faint red shimmer. Yeah, it's been a while since we had first adventures like you guys, but it's good to see there's other adventurers that are able to make it in here. I thought we were kind of the only ones. New faces. It's good. It's good.
Fate does seem to like throwing groups together, apparently.
Did you meet here?
Oh, no. We've been a group does odds and end jobs throughout the galaxy, picking up things when we can, but...
Are you known by a name?
Well, it's not the best of names, but T-Bone over there got a little upset when we tried changing it, so we keep it to the Fated Talons.
Fated
The
Talons?
Fated Talons?
Yeah. What about you guys? I mean, you guys said pretty new, but...
DM, is that as in,
Yes.
the three fates? Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it, maybe. Who knows?
I was wondering if it was fated as in not clear.
Well, it's in the...
Fated, yes. F-A-T, yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Got what you're saying. But it's kind of stuck with us for now. Names grow on you. It's okay though. Not the biggest fan of it, but say Livy.
Slunda looks around for has Sloop rejoined the group?
Roll a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna double check my perception. I have to open my character sheet all the way. Just tap. I think it's +3, but I gotta do perception +3. It's a 17.
Looking around, you can see Sloop is in a mound of trash right now. Looks like something leathery in his mouth, and he's probably like 30, 40 feet away, so you can't really make out much detail, but he's struggling to pull it out from this trash mound.
I start walking up. Well, I hand off the head to somebody, and then I
I'm now
start
holding a random head.
and then I go, Sloop, Just
You walk towards him and you hear this like low growl, like "Urgh," like he's definitely trying. It's not tug of war, but it's turning into that sort of game for him because he can't get it free. Getting closer, walking closer and closer, you can see this satchel, or like the strap of a satchel that's been buried, and it's just not coming free.
I go to help Sloop pull it free.
Pulling it free, you see this. It's rather large satchel. Nothing really. I mean, it's old. It's torn. Has like grease stains all over it. As you pull it free, some of the contents pour out. You notice this broken pair of headphones that have Borgnor symbol like off the sides, like his merchandise.
Do I recognize the satchel or just the items in it?
Oh no! Like looking at it, like you recognize the items in it. And it's definitely yours and Pharrell's that you guys had lost.
Is there
And,
anything in there?
like-
Oh, I guess I should just let you finish.
Oh no, you're good. The satchel. I mean, like it could look like something that you or Flamel, not really sure, could have worn at one point, or that you were wearing, just looking old and worn and torn. It is rather large. There's also this like bedpan that falls out of it, and as that happens, you watch as Sloop dives into it, and he melts into the shape of this bedpan before popping back up, and you can see it's now just on his back, like almost like a shell.
You just couldn't keep it in anymore, could you, DM?
I couldn't.
Is this a reference to something, or is this just?
No, in the chat we kept on wondering about Sloop, and he
Oh,
was like, "Oh,
gotcha.
I can't tell you."
All right. I will call out. Flamel, I found our things. Except for
What do you
if I
mean?
take a closer look, do they seem older than we would have left them? They seem like the
Yep.
same stuff and not a previous.
Yep. I mean, they have some grime on it from being in a trash mound, but they don't seem older in any way.
Okay.
Still functional and usable, except for the headphones, which are broken, but those were broken before.
They were broken before.
Slightly.
The
Wait,
headphones
you
were broken?
found your things in a here? Have you?
How did
You
our
haven't
stuff
been here
get
I'm
before.
gonna bring them back.
Like looking at the headphones, it looks like somebody that was using them might have like accidentally like snapped it while trying to put it away. They can be repaired, but it's
Ah! Someone has mistreated you.
Yeah, I'm just. That's like the first thing I pull out. I'm like, here.
Ah, my headphones. I'm so happy. I will fix this later. I put them carefully into my backpack. Is all our other stuff in here?
yeah. You guys, all your stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Every single thing.
Now I wish
Yep.
I had written down everything that I lost in my
The
inventory.
only thing that you notice that is not in there is the needler.
Oh, dang it! The needler's not... Oh, are my other specimens here, though?
Yeah, the specimens are there. Yeah.
My frog! The mosquitoes!
They all appear to be
Our
dead,
friendship
but they are there.
mosquitoes.
Oh, well, the mosquitoes were already dead. But the frog is dead? What does it look like?
It's it just
Because it
looks
was
like
cryogenically frozen before.
yeah. There's a little crack in the container. It doesn't seem like it's been dead for too long, but it
Well, I might as well
it's just like
take
flipped
a
over
blood
on its
sample.
back and yeah.
Well, all right. I'll just take a blood sample from the frog and leave.
The blood's kind of like coagulated at this point.
It's the best I'm gonna get. I'm not carrying around the frog carcass now. It's not as useful because
Sounds
it's
good.
dead. It's not frozen anymore. The
he
mosquitoes
puts-
were already dead, so
when he's-
I'll just keep them.
When you stick the needle in, it seems like the frog twitches, but it seems to just be like a muscle response instead of it being alive.
I do remember some of the stuff I had, so yeah, I need to go remember what I had.
You have your ranged weapon now, so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Linda
Um,
goes, now I have 5 guns, and pulls out a pistol, laser pistol, that she's, like, used maybe once in her life. Cause the guns, and the gun.
Tebow just, you see him looking at you blankly, and then about a minute later, he just starts laughing uncontrollably. He was occupied.
I
with
will spend
I
will
laugh at
extend
Flunda's joke.
a fist bump to Flunda.
I will fist bump back.
Winder moves up next to you as Lepard is kind of talking and doing their thing. Arvad just leans into you, kind of whispers, pulls out a flask. You need a little bit. You look a little irritated. I know this kind of helps the nerves out some, at least for me. It's good. It's good. I wouldn't say it's as good as what you make, but you know, for what it is, it's good. Has a it's like an afterburn. You don't get that burning sensation at the beginning, but then as 10-15 seconds pass by, your throat gets that little tingle.
I will head up to Winder and then ask, so how did you guys come to this place?
Well, I mean, once you've been here once, you kind of have a key to get here back again, which I'm assuming you didn't know, but that's okay.
They did say
This is our first time here.
I've kind of picked that up, but sorry. I'm working on it. You can see Z over in the background is kind of just eyeing Winder, and I realize I'm trying to be more polite. All right. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's your first time here. It's nice to meet new people here. First time we got here, I think it was kind of a science experiment gone really wrong. Implosion happens. I don't know. There was like this weird bag thing that we had found that could hold a lot of stuff. Don't really know much about it. It was like some ancient tomb thing, and then we found another one, and we're like, "Oh, this is nice, but we don't need both of them." We kind of stuck them together, and bada bing, bada boom. Now we were here. We're kind of like on an important mission too. We gotta go report back to those guys. I forgot about that. You know, like things happen, and you just get like things happen. You forget like things. I mean, it was only for like 150 credits or so, but that was a long time ago. So we kind of forgot about that. I think we can still turn in our.
Well, as long as your client's alive, then.
I mean, who knows at this point? That was 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Oh. How? So. My brain just blanked, partly because Emily was talking too.
Sorry about that.
Well, what were you saying? Hopefully we didn't both lose it.
Slinda was just gonna say, have you been here for 2 years?
No, we just come, we go, get a job here, or like we just like to come here, spend some credits, take some download time, and then once you come here, you have to do something to help them out, and then you can head on back once it's done.
When you leave, since time doesn't pass here properly, when you leave, is it the same moment when you got here? That you arrive back? Or has time
He looks
passed?
down and
Where
you
do
see
you
this.
re-enter the time stream?
you look down, you see this small watch, and like this hologram opens up into this large, like pocket watch that flips open. It seems like when you enter in here, he shows it to you. Time kind of stops there, and you just do here, and when you head back, it just starts where it stopped. So wherever you guys were, you should just be back to the moment you left.
But how about the location?
Oh, that's there's a lot of factors in that one. Usually, sometimes, like whoever you're helping out, they can give you enough of a they can give you enough guidance to get you in the general vicinity of where you want to be or where you need to be. That happened to us once or twice. It was kind of weird. Like, we didn't want to be here, but we needed to be there. Worked out in our favor, but it was good. So sometimes you have some say in it. Other times it's just kind of random, but not, oh, I'm in the middle of space and dying. It's always somewhere safe. So,
Okay, that is good to know.
yeah. Unless you try to leave, knew this guy when we were like the newbies here, who, when he was first here with his group of friends, one of them tried leaving, walking right out, and talked to them later, and yeah, they just, I guess, suffocated because they went out. Just blipped into, like, right next to a sun, and wasn't sure if they burnt up first or, like, suffocated first. It was kind of weird.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah,
I'll make a note not to do that then.
you would be very smart to do so.
Not that I really have much capability of... So, you say they just walked?
There's...
Like through the glass?
No, I don't know. I'm not, like, one for,
You
Exploring.
chose to stay far away from that danger.
Yeah, I've heard, like, if you could just keep walking here, like, there's lots of things that will come in your way and, like, try and entice you to, like, stay or to help other people out, like, lots of different things, some pretty cool things. But if you just keep walking, it keeps on creating, and eventually you get to a end, I guess, and then there's a door. You walk through that door and shoots you out somewhere.
Fascinating.
Sounds like the
Alright.
old story of a Truman that I heard.
I don't know this story. Love to hear from it again, or sometime later. We've got-
I'm pretty sure you can find a book on it someplace, or maybe even an old hollow vid.
Maybe. I'm not much for the reading. See, she likes doing that. Hey, surprisingly, T-Bone will read sometimes too. Usually they're pop-up books and coloring pages, but he'll do it. But
Progress is progress.
Progress is progress, agreed. And I would love to talk to the rest of you more. You all seem like a very interesting new group of travelers that have banded together for some greater good, I hope. If great or bad, I don't care. You guys do you, like each one to themselves.
It's for the greater science.
Beautiful.
I would have said so far it seems for the greater meh, but okay.
You.
Trust me, there is great science happening.
He looks at you. You and Talos would get along pretty well. But we've got to go. We've got, to do our part, like our fun time's over. We're gonna head off that way. If we see you in the Grunge Works, then cool. Yeah.
Where? Yeah, we're looking for, what was his name again? Knob, Grot, Snuffin.
Oh, you guys are going to go meet the Knob for the first time.
Yes.
And, like, he does this really high-pitched whistle, and T-Bone, who's just been following you around, Blue, looks up and, bye, buddy, I'll see you later. Runs up the hill. Jinx packs up, not Jinx, That's another character that I just, you know,
That we haven't met
pretty
yet.
much. You haven't met yet. That's fine. That's fine. It's like I have my session notes right here. Lovely.
Mhm.
Z packs up her things. You see that she has this sack that she puts things in, and the sack is really small, and not that much stuff should fit in there. But she has it. It doesn't seem like it's exploding or has anything in it. And she puts it on. Okay. Well, no awkward goodbyes. So I mean, I guess we're walking and talking, or like we got places to
Yeah.
be. Cool.
Yeah, we should probably keep going as well, now that we're no longer having this dog problem.
I mean, there's probably quite a few dogs down there. They like to have their watchdogs.
That's fine. That'll be a different dog problem.
Yeah,
Not
that's
this
what we
one.
have. That's what we have Talos for. He kind of keeps an eye. He's our scout, I guess you could say.
Talus.
Yep. Said he was trying to talk to one of you guys, and one of you was pretty rude and didn't want to talk to him. Don't know which one that would be, but the other one of you guys talked to him. Tried giving you some advice, I guess.
I do not recall being approached by Talus.
He doesn't really approach people. He kind of stays off to the side and does his own thing. Oh, no, you're good, my small blue friend.
What?
That is weird. Is Talus here?
He's here. I mean, looks over towards you, Celinda. I'm sure you saw, or didn't see, that really clear shot that, like, saved your life. You're about to get hit by a really bad bit of flame to the face. He doesn't miss. Yeah!
He was the one who called us.
He said, like, what are you guys not Heisenberg's, tried calling one of you guys and kind of just hung up, didn't say anything, didn't answer. Then talked to another one of you and said you guys were quite friendly, or at least listened to him. I don't think so. Spam call, that's weird. I don't. No.
What
Spam
is-
call, you usually don't make it here.
Spam?
Is Talus hiding?
Yeah.
Is he hiding still? Oh, interesting.
Off in the distance, you hear the sound of a rifle firing off. That'd be him. He's probably clearing the way for us right now. He's good at his job.
Alright.
As you guys are walking, you start to find this well-trodden path that leads you into these rolling hills of just junk. You imagine it. You can probably find it here if you search for long enough. Every once in a while, you'll see the small portal appear above some of the trash heaps, and junk will just begin falling from it before it closes up. And that happens sporadically over the area.
What?
Prestidigitation!
Linda just like points to one of them as it's happening and just asks, where does that come from?
I don't know. People throw things away. They ends up here. Things I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. Not much of my thing, but
Do you guys know anything about the Psychohex?
you guys. Yeah. We've done a few things there. We've got some strong stuff. Gotta be careful though. Like, spend too much time in there, and like you got strong drugs. Mine goes kind of. I think that's what happened to Z over there. She stood in some of those drug clouds for a little too long. You see Z she's standing back from the group a little bit. She seems to be having this conversation to herself, but not really saying words of any sort. She's just whispering, mumblings, and then seems like she'll respond to herself and keep going back and forth and looks up at you guys and waves and smiles and then goes back to doing her own thing.
You mean the stuff in the satchel? It was both Slunda's stuff and Flamel's stuff. And it was taken. Yeah, it was taken before you guys met us. It was taken when we were
originally
kidnapped.
arrested, kidnapped, abducted,
Uh-huh.
taken into custody.
Yes. So Sloop had found it in a trash heap, and I pulled it out and brought it back over. So you're probably there. You might not have been aware of it. I mean, that's up for you to decide, but
You can certainly bring that up. Yeah, that's okay.
Gotcha.
Speaking of the stuff we got back, did I have any empty specimen jars that were not broken? Do I have any?
I'd say
functional?
two are intact.
Okay, I can collect 2 specimens.
Yes.
Great. So something in the psychohex made her talk to herself? I'm just a little confused.
Drugs. That's what they specialize in, fabricating their own special blends of mind-altering drugs that, do loads of different things. I don't know what's going on in her mind. She's doing her own thing, and we kind of let her do her thing. She's really good with a gun, and that's about that.
That is not what I thought the psychohex specialized in.
Yes, it made our friends see weird things.
That would probably be drugs.
Yeah, well, it seemed
But
like
only-
they specialized more in, like, trying to turn people into robots.
Maybe. I mean, we've only.
You didn't notice the robots everywhere?
Oh, I noticed lots of robots, but I mean, like, this is like. Have you look around us? We're now like in this giant trash heap. And before that, we were like in some weird fantasy village. And before that, there was like creepy. I don't even know what to call it, like gothic castle thing like this. And there's many more. There's like this entire weird where like if they find you, like you break one of the rules, and like.
Did you meet Mr. Big? We
Maybe.
gave him a cake.
Oh, that's really nice of you. Yeah, no, I haven't done many.
We're very
interactions
nice.
with them. I can. You guys seem very polite and kind. Yeah, which is good because like if you weren't, then like Hanging Gardens would be where you go, and then we haven't even explored that much of this place. It kind of seems like infinitely big and small at the same time. It's weird. I can't explain it, but
It does seem to be rather inconsistent in theme,
it does.
other than randomness as a theme.
I think it's eclectic. I like it.
Oh, I like it too. That's why we come here. Like, you can get pretty much anything you need. It's really nice. Contraband items. I know there used to be a smuggler that used to use this as his, like, hiding stash. Don't know, but that was kind of a rumor. Don't know where he keeps that stuff anymore or where he kept it. Haven't seen him through here in a while. Maybe something happened. Maybe he's just out running the authorities. Who knows? There are. He looks around. I'm not supposed to really talk about that stuff. It's kind of like you need to know. But like, you guys seem cool enough. You have to earn one from one of like the big shots. We got ours from Heisenberg, but he said we can't really give it to you guys, or we'll burst into flame and not work. So
Well, I'll hold up a hand palm out. Like, we don't need
Yeah, well, certainly does.
I've been attempting to map it with my location programming as we go, but it's very difficult.
Yeah. Technology can sometimes like go haywire.
Hopefully I don't go haywire.
Usually, those of the sentient nature don't tend to.
Usually.
Talos has been okay, so
That's good.
I think he's good. But I don't know. I think like the first time we came in here, our comm systems kind of went a little buggy. It's been a while though.
Set, Arvad.
Got to know it isn't only us that the Glassway does it like the first time. It's fine though. But to the grand
Did people forget your names when you came the first time?
no one knew us when we came the first time. So that's weird. That's your first time, but people forgot your names. Still trying to work that one out in my head, but I don't think I'm going to.
I don't think their situation is like ours, Linda. I think they're the first of themselves to be here, probably.
Yeah.
See?
First of ourselves, I would hope so. If you see
don't know
another
what that
one of
means,
us,
it means I'm right.
I'll take your word for it. Take your word for it.
Don't know what I mean.
So, you're gonna go see the knob. You guys, that's pretty ballsy of you guys. Not gonna lie. The knob, he's kind of rough around the edges.
Then we shall take sandpaper.
I like
We are
you.
very nice, so.
He does. As long as you got scrap, then that's really all he cares about.
Yeah. We're just trying to retrieve a brain.
I haven't known the knob to. Sometimes questions are just better not asked. So.
Really?
So, yeah. Yep. Like, for the fact, and we'll cut over now, you see Bloop. You see T-Bone, who is currently holding onto Bloop's head and just walking, like, swinging arms with them. So, buddy, how are you doing today?
Is Plankerton inside?
Yes, Plankerton is inside. Oh. Can I become a robot if I want? Oh, I wish I was a robot. Oh, nope, doesn't work. Hi, Plankerton. Hi, Plankerton. I'm T-Bone. I did. I thought they were super cool. And now I am one. Yay! You just hear that. You hear like the clinking sound of metal. His jaw just like chattering me. Thank you, Mr. Bloop, for helping me. I really appreciate it. I didn't say that before. I think I kind of did like some resets, and I think my mouth is working again. I can stand on it, but I can't walk. And he sticks it out of you. I don't have a foot now. It's just a little nub. Yeah, I gotta work on that next. But like, I think, I'm pretty sure that, well, maybe not, but maybe. I'm pretty, yeah, there has to be. I think that, oh no, I don't think it's working. Just a second, and he watches he powers down for a minute. Comes back up. Oh, okay, that was better. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think that probably my good old friend is going to be able to help me out there. He's pretty good at fixing things, so that might be good. Have you seen him, by the way? We've been walking for a little bit. I haven't seen him at all, but everything's so blue and it's kind of like fuzzy in there, so it's okay. Have you seen him? Mr. Bloop.
He was
think
asking what the name was.
I know. I know. I think it's very important for people to memorize people's names because names are like kind of one of the only things we got. I did tell you, quite frankly, that what his name was. I mean, I have been. I just assumed that you were listening this entire time. Oh. So you didn't hear the part about how we were going to be best friends? And T-Bone immediately looks down at him, snarls, "Oh, I'm his best friend." Oh. You see this small tear forming in T-Bone's eye, and he sucks it back into his tear duct. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, all right. Let me pull it up because my brain is now just malfunctioning.
The name is L3.
Thank you. That's what it was. I was like, I don't want to say L2 because that's what I was thinking it was, but L3. She's like a little black box, like an actual box, just a box. But he has like this red dot in his eye. You haven't seen him, have you? No. Well, if Hal was like a not stuck in a station, was like Hal 3000 mixed with R2D2. Yeah, like he has that type of lens, but he's like just a black box that can move. Yeah, that'd be it. Yeah. No. Yes, you've seen him? I don't know what a GIF is, but is that what this big fella's called? Hi, Mr. GIF. I know you just called yourself T-Bone, but...
He can't know. All he knows about Jif is peanut butter.
I mean, does peanut butter exist?
Oh, 100% it does.
Brands
Butter
exist?
definitely exists.
Do brands exist? I guess that's a better question. Does that particular
brands-
brand exist?
Oh, brands definitely exist.
I know
I don't know
brands
about-
exist.
What do you think Borknork does?
These are Borknork brand
Very-
headphones, and I'm a Flamel brand and robot.
Very true.
You're wearing his merchandise!
Nice.
At this point, Z has now walked up. She's inserted herself in between you, Slunda, and Flamel. You both are really pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You too.
I would love to take a look at what makes you tick. Do you mind?
Me?
I mean, both of you? You like very fine craftsmanship. Very different, separate.
Do you know how to? Do you know how to fix hands? And I hold up my backwards hand.
How did that happen?
They put it on backwards.
Oh.
I was not.
She pulls a set of like a welding mask down over her face, and a blowtorch immediately comes out and is ignited and just blaring. I can certainly try. It might be a little difficult while walking, but I can try.
So Slunda has no.
Sense of self-preservation, or
If anybody's gonna object, it's not gonna be Slunda. I'm just putting that out there. Slunda's like, sure.
What would you say the likelihood is that you will succeed in this and not make it worse?
She, as you guys are walking, her body is moving towards Slunda, but her head stretches back and reaches back to talk to you, Flamel. Probably like 3% right now, but don't worry, it'll be fine.
No, those are not good enough odds.
I forgot to carry the 2. 32% goes back in.
Those are better odds, but that's still not good enough. It needs to be above 50%. Sorry, I think we should wait.
Torch turns off. Fine. Tosses it back in her bag and just disappears.
Also, DM, quick question out of character.
Mm-hmm.
What would the general, guideline/rule be about other people taking a look inside of me to see what goes on in there?
Oh, that's like, no.
I thought so. Okay, just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that's a Nicholas Flamel secret that only Nicholas Flamel and
Proprietary.
other
That's what I just wanted to double check.
bots of Flamel are allowed to take a look in. Not even siblings are allowed to without express orders from Flamel.
Good to know. Are you very interested in robots?
I love them. I've been tinkering with them since I was a wee girl.
Huh.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll talk to me. Just like you're talking to me.
Well, yes, lots of robots are capable of talking.
Yes. They tell me to do terrible things to people, but I don't listen to them most of the time.
That's less normal.
Oh. She reaches down, looks down
Maybe
on her,
robots here are a little more nefarious.
looks down
Robots
at
where I'm from.
her belt, and you see a very crudely made grenade on her belt. Apparently you can't really talk to me, but that's okay. We'll have a conversation about this later. Looks back up at you.
Yeah, grenades. Never mind. It's not important. When did they start talking to you?
After I make them, usually.
I mean, when in your life did that start happening?
She starts counting on her fingers. Yeah, 3 years ago or something like that.
Did that happen
Like, they
to be
were-
like right after you took a lot of drugs at the Psychohex?
I have never taken a lot of drugs. Just some drugs a lot of times.
Right.
Like,
That
stop.
didn't answer the question, though.
She pauses in her tracks as you keep moving forward. It's like arms are folded and she's just staring you down right now. You ask a lot of questions for a robot. How do I know that you're actually, both of you, if you say that robots can't talk to each other, how do I know you're actually talking to me? This isn't a figment of my imagination right now.
I never said robots couldn't talk. I said they don't normally tell people to do a lot of bad things. And also, that's a grenade, not a robot.
The logic is sound.
It should be. Lots of robots can talk. That's not the weird part.
No. Yes.
Follow-up question about the Psychohex.
Yeah.
Were you ever enticed to try and become a robot while you were there? I'm not endorsing becoming a robot. I'm just wondering how many people they'd feed that line to.
You as she stopped, you see her. She starts stroking her chin as she's thinking. She pulls her hood down. You see this long braided green hair with like some purple streaks throughout it. She has like this really, really pale complexion, but you know she's would be considered like an attractive young, like half elven girl. You see her eyes are they're like that color shift from this deep purple to this almost nauseating green, depending on which way you're looking at them. And then you watch as she's looking about. You watch as one eye starts acting independently, and as you inspect a little closer, you can see what looks like some circuitry lines underneath the skin attached to her eye. No, I don't think so.
Ah. That makes sense. All right.
Yes. It's okay. Like that's good for you guys are good. Like it's hard not to ask questions when there's a group. You guys are awesome, so don't worry about it. You're fine. You guys are like in a group walking together too. You'd overhear some conversations that are happening. Yeah, go right ahead. Roll a D100 for me. As there is so much, it's not like I have to see what it is. It's
Oh,
oh,
that's either really good or really bad.
Really bad.
oh. All right. Okay. I need you now to roll a D6 for me, please, and thank you.
Oh no.
Also a 1. Cool. Winder's kind of been hanging out around you. Hasn't really been saying much. He's bouncing in between you and Ewan. You can tell that he's definitely kind of the leader of this group. And he's not a man for many words. He's still cautiously wandering with you guys, seeing what you're all about. He excuses himself and walks up to Z and apologizes for all her ramblings to you, Flamel and Selunda, and takes her back and walks off to...
No need to apologize.
She gets this way and she kind of gets stuck in a loop. I'll just be a minute, I just gotta talk to her. Steps off to the side as you guys keep walking. Now looking around, like, you've entered into what would almost be like considered like a valley. Large junk mounds to what you assume is like east and west of you, with smaller little mounds all around. But it's... what's the best way to put it? It's just, there's a lot. Everything kind of blends in a little bit as you get a... nothing's really shiny here. But you see as there's a little shimmer in one of the piles that's different from the rest of things. Curiosity takes over. Maybe it's something you can pick up for some good, for like a... oh, excuse me. For some coin. Who knows? Walking over to it though, you see this... oh, how do I get it? It's a strange looking helmet It also doesn't look worn and torn like a lot of things here. It's a mixture of metal bands and leather straps, with these two gemstones that are this faint purplish color inlaid around like these ear flaps that are there. It has this visor that folds down over the eyes. Looks nice. Looks to be, I mean, like, as you touch it, it gets slightly bigger, and it looks like something that would fit over your head. The nice thing about Starfinder is you can use mysticism, if you're trained in it, to identify items.
I also have.
Oh, you both
So
have
do
this
I.
one. Oh, that's lovely.
Did we both take it?
This is a pilot's helmet.
Which
A pilot's helmet.
I will just say that the way Identify works in here is that it gives you a +10 instead of telling you. Like, it gives you a bonus to your roll.
That's fair. Thank you for.
But
I forgot that.
But-
Thank you.
do whatever you want. If you want to do things differently, I'm just.
No,
That's what it says.
Yes, thank you. That was me going back to the 5. Like I said it, I'm probably gonna slip on some rules, but thank you for that.
No worries.
Appreciate it. We will keep me in line with that one going forward, please, and thank you. Yeah, so you can add that to your inventory.
Side note, with this group, are there just 3 of them? So we haven't seen. So Talus is up ahead somewhere, and we're walking with T-Bone and Winder and Z. Is Zoo with this group,
Yep.
or Zoo's not here?
Zoo might
Because
be
Zoo's
with
the
us,
only
but
one
you-
that I haven't seen.
Yep, you haven't. He hasn't mentioned Zoo either,
Okay.
but
Okay, I was just checking that because that's the one person that Slunda would have been like, "Oh, I saw you before."
right.
So
Yeah.
just checking out said to make sure that hadn't. Cool.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So it's just those ones right now. But as you guys are walking and talking, one of you, I would like to roll a d20 for me, please. And thank you. You can choose because it's a big place with a lot of things happening. We want to see what happens.
I can do it. I'm scared though.
Do it.
Do
Roll
it.
1d20. Go. That is a 13.
All right. As you guys begin, you go deeper and deeper into the Grunge Works. Or the Grunge Pits. You haven't entered the Grunge Works quite yet. You start to notice, similar to as you were first entering into the Grunge Pits, there's these like self-made trash cans that have little bonfires in them. You start to notice small little huts of a community that are placed throughout here. Self-made like cardboard houses and whatnot. And the majority of people here, though, are of the goblin, Yosoki, which are the rat people, or just these really small and withered humans. Like they look rather sickly in their appearance. Most of these people have cracked gas masks, and they are just gathered together. What armor or weaponry they have, it seems to be that of trash that has been found around. Metal pipes or sheet metal, like as a breastplate, if they're wearing any at all. Winder, as you guys are walking, we've got just a little business. We gotta sell some of our scrap over there. Careful around here. These people kind of make their own little junk clans. Probably like 2.5 miles away from the Grunge Works, so we'll just meet you guys back there, if that's all right with you. But, I mean, it's been a pleasure walking and talking, but...
Well, now that we're finally parting ways, instead of awkwardly going off in the same direction after,
maybe we'll see each other again. You guys are, hopefully, for the better. And remember, we helped you guys out. If you somehow end up being part of the games, we will, well, just remember we did you a favor. Winks at you guys.
Yeah, it was great to meet you guys.
Games.
Whistles again. T-Bone is just, you hear him laughing along with Bloop just standing there. Oh, buddy, it's time to go again. I'm sorry. Bye, Bloop. He goes to give you a great big hug and squishes you and elongates you even more. Oh, this is fun. And let's go as you go back to normal. I'll see you later. You stay safe. He starts running, full sprint, back towards Winder. Z curtsies and holds it for 5 seconds too long before looking up and giving each of you a wink. Twirls around and runs off.
Back.
As this group walks away, these people now that were minding their own business, these goblins and other, like the Yosoki, these rat people hunched over the humans, you can hear murmuring, the small whispers and murmurings starting to go through this crowd, just kind of walking through. Keep walking the path. About 5 minutes later, a group of them step in front of you. You see this rather muscular man without a shirt. He seems to have some strange backpack with this green liquid on the back, in these glass tubes, missing an eye. Steps out and you see there's 4 small goblins, nasty, rotten teeth, various form, they go from various shades of greens to grays, all wearing just this, they have a trash can lid for a shield and have this little rusted shank in their hand. Man crosses his arms. You want to move any further down this road? You're gonna have to pay the toll.
And what is this toll, sir?
Starts eyeing Flamel and Slunda. I'd assume you guys would know about the scrap toll. Roll a... Oh, is it? Do they have intimidation? Why am I spacing?
They have bluff. And they do have intimidate, yes.
Okay.
And you can use it untrained. Tough guy approach.
That does make sense.
These are not the top dogs that are threatening us.
Okay. I mean, you would know that, so I don't think you'd have to roll a culture check on that, because you do know that. Yeah, you can either roll intimidate, or you can roll a diplomacy check. Your choice.
It's about as intimidating as a gummy bear.
Large man. He takes a step forward. I've never seen your faces here before. I know I'm not the big one. You watch as these 4 goblins start to spread out, semicircle, trying to surround you guys. Some of the other smaller junk clans that are gathered around, like they're in groups of 2 or 3, are starting to move back into these little hills or fake sheet metal doorways that are dug into the mounds of trash themselves. They don't want to be part of what's about to happen. It looks like.
I just want to pull out the gas mask from my backpack and just offer that. Be like, here, how about this?
Roll a double. No, what were you gonna say?
Is Bloop in the suit still? Or is Bloop just like free floating the Plankerton?
Roll a diplomacy check.
Plank-
Flemel.
Plankerton can't even see out now.
It's a 24.
I knew you was a smart one. That's alright, boys. They paid the tax. He reaches out and stashes the gas mask for you. Where did you fight? I'm not gonna ask questions. Doesn't matter where the scrap comes from, as long as there's scrap to be found.
You're
You watch as he
welcome.
moves out of the way. The goblins are still snarling at you, looking at you, up and down. One of them that's next to you, Slinda, just goes and pretends to bite at you and laughs at you a little bit.
Sona just like steps away, like over as we walk.
That is very rude. I just like shake my finger at them.
As you get down, shake your finger, he tries to bite it off, snapping
Still
right in front
very
of it.
rude.
Hey, he's still very rude.
Okay,
They think
we
that
should
he can talk
probably-
to us like this big bundle of scrap and starts marching up one of the hills.
We should probably pause for a second so we can put the babies to bed.
Oh, yeah, sorry, didn't realize it was 8:25. My bad.
No, you're good. They're on a weird bedtime tonight because of their late nap, but
All
they're
right,
acting tired now, so.
sounds good. We'll take a short intermission and come back. You were muted. Did not hear that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can be walking and talking while you're doing that, for sure. Yep. That is A-okay. Alright, I'm gonna go switch up my launcher really quickly. I'll be back in just a minute.
Sounds good. I'll be right back as well.
Like, there's a sense of hesitation realizing they're traveling in a party.
It's true.
Give him the eyes.
Side note, with
I know what you meant.
No, that eye is also proprietary technology.
Side note, would the others in the group have as much of an understanding about there being differences between robots and androids as, you know, the two of us who are
A
very-
robot and an
who
android.
are a robot and an android? Yeah.
Okay, you guys are no longer. I can see you moving again. Sorry, I froze for half a second.
Okay.
Okay, did you hear the question or no?
I heard, do the others have any? And then it went.
Oh, okay. So do the others in the group have, like, you know, an understanding of, like, the difference between, like, robots and androids and stuff?
I would
Yeah,
say
or is
probably everyone except for Bloop would have a good understanding of it. Yeah, he doesn't understand. Yeah.
But he was also zoned out when
Wait,
Ewan was like, "Are you a robot?" And Sid was like, "I think so." And then
Flamel
Flamel was like, "No."
No, Bloop,
there is a difference.
I don't think Bloop would have an understanding of it.
He does know I'm a robot, though, right?
No, I don't think. Does Bloop know that?
Nobody
there's a
ever
robot?
mentioned it?
I think they have been, but I don't think. I'm sorry if I'm speaking for you, Mark, but
Blue.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't think Bloop knows what robot is. Like, that's the.
I am! Essence, I'm just a very fancy computer. I don't think I'm the person you should be having these conversations with. You need to start somewhere a lot more basic than what I can say.
Hey, look, it's Flamel.
Kind of.
What? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Watched a movie about it.
You know what? Fair enough. Oh no, I'm literally a machine.
All right, I
Never
need to
mind.
know who is like leading the group, who's kind of keeping watch. What's going on?
Slim
I
is just
will-
obliviously looking at everybody.
Lead the
everything.
group.
All right, as your take.
I have the most scrap on me according to everyone else. But you know.
You want roll me a perception check? All right, as you keep moving
Oh,
forward.
lovely.
Seeing all of this like loose hanging scrap, kind of like that you have, Arvad, you will notice there's a couple Yosoki children. They're like 2.5 foot tall, hunched over rodents. Like I am not a fan of rats or mice, and I personally don't think they're cute. But like I can understand why people think they have like that cute little face. But like they just have like that innocent looking face. They're definitely wearing rags on them. This isn't even scrap. This is just like a burlap sack rag that's around them. Like bring their hands up and are just begging for something from you. They can hear the jingling then. And
can
you're
smell it
noticing
on
that you're
you.
getting quite a following. Like at first it was 2 or 3, and then they progressively get smaller and smaller to like 1.5 feet or half a foot tall of just these bipedal walking rats that are following in a line
Uh-oh.
as they just hear the clanging of brass in their pocket.
He's inadvertently the Pied Piper,
Yes.
but with coins.
Yes. Okay. Ignoring them, the party continues moving forward. You want, as you're continuing forward, you start maneuvering back up a hillside. Not in the too distant, like far distance, you can hear more metallic or like that rough metallic barking that you had heard earlier. The experience earlier, echoing through some of the small side streets here in this area. The it trails off, reaching the top of the hill This very large broken hull of a ship is just kind of leaned off to the side. You can sitting in off one of the boards of the ship, see this small, stout, dwarf-looking man leaned back, has a pipe in his mouth. And I pay the toll.
Old guy
Is
with
this the
pipe said
fun?
that?
He just seems like he's sitting back pretty lazily.
But that's
Is this
what
the
we're going
final
to go
toll?
do.
I think we already paid a toll.
There is no final toll here on these roads. Sorry, I can't do a dwarvish accent to save my life, so you're gonna get what you get.
Like,
You
dwarvish
control what a
accent
dwarvish
is whatever a dwarvish accent is.
That's fair. I can't do
Should
the
sound
Scottish
like a
accent.
hillbilly.
You
He needs to
control.
sound like a hillbilly.
Brings it up to his nose and immediately snorts it. Oh, that's good stuff. His eyes roll back in the back of his head and he falls down into the ship. Have a nice day, y'all.
Oh my. All right then.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I can. All right, we will continue forward unless if this feels. Does this feel like our final destination here?
No, now that you're on top of the hill, looking out, you are probably like a mile away now. These giant metal gate like walls.
And we were told that the knob is an orc.
Yes, the knob
Okay.
is an orc. Yeah, yeah. That's just this would be making sure people have at least they're like checkpoints. They don't want any scrap making it past them. You know. At least to these lower, the grungier part of the grunge bits.
Well, we will continue then. Down
Looking
this
over the
path.
hill now, it goes from this. I don't want to say scenic, but it's almost a scenic view of like these. Looking behind you, these trash mounds, with this like yellow dirt road going through them, and now
Yellow.
it has well, not like it's just like dirt.
We're
It's
all-
like this- yeah, no,
Bricks.
don't worry, you're good. You can tell you're heading down. What you remember now, a hearing of like the maze works of the grunge pits. These, you can kind of see this outlay of it. There's this heavy smog sitting right above it, making it kind of impossible to tell exactly which pathway to take to get to the wall itself. But you can see these just, instead of mounds of trash, they are walls of trash, somehow reinforced on the inside and outside from just toppling over. Is there anything you guys want to do before heading into this maze?
Wait, so there's more of a maze.
Yeah,
Is there like a? If we're up on a hill, could we like at least pick out a semi path through it from here, or
you can you have like this heavy smog that is sitting on the top of it, so it will disperse a little bit. You can tell that it's maze-like, and you can see some paths, but then it'll fill back in.
Oh well. Does it look like we'd be able to possibly like climb over it to just like go in a straight line?
You can
an
always certainly try.
improbably straight line? Like
An
we're gonna
impossibly
go
straight line.
over the rock.
Walk over the rock.
Walls do seem to be rather high, 20, 30 feet tall. Probably, you might be able to climb it, but
Is there anything shiny looking in the walls or interesting.
Make a perception check for me.
All right.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for old light bulbs.
All right.
That's a 5.
No shinies.
There's lots of like that dull shine of rust, like that old copper and bronze that's there. You can see several like old. There's various lamps and chandeliers and light fixtures that are illuminating the
Are there any
maze.
light bulbs?
I mean, you would assume there'd be light bulbs inside of them.
I will
Asking
only
for
take
friend.
burnt out light bulbs if I find them.
Okay,
Not the ones providing light.
sounds good. So, if there's nothing else you guys want to do,
I will pull out one of my sketchbooks, and I don't know if this worked. Like, since I can tell it's going to be trouble, I'm going to try and like draw as we're walking into the maze. Like,
like mapping it out
yeah,
as you're walking through.
Idea.
yes.
Beautiful.
So,
My mapping
Okay.
system does not work here.
All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So with that, I need
I'm not saying I'm going to be an expert at it.
no, by no means. Yeah, you're good. What's up, Loop? Anywhere from 20 to 30 feet tall. Yeah, well, yeah. Is there a restriction as to like how thick something is that you can see through? Is there a restriction on it that says if something's like X amount of feet thick that you can't see through it? Awesome. All right, good. That is noted. Before as you guys are like start making your way down your hill, heading to the entrance of the maze works. You feel like you can tell Plankerton is trying to say something. He's like realized now that you can't hear anything that he's saying. He's hi everybody.
Hi!
It's been a long
Hi.
time. Have you seen my friend?
Do you know what he looks like?
He's a little black box that has a red dot.
Have
No,
we
his name is
seen
L3.
L3. Not seen
Not
him.
Roomba. I don't know who
Yet.
Roomba is. Is that another robot? Sounds like a really nice robot.
Do you
The
know
type of
whereabouts
robot.
he would be?
Oh, I have no idea. Said he was going around. Who knows?
That does make it difficult.
It
Going
does.
around.
I was just checking in. You're doing a
Well-
very nice job of cleaning me, Mr. Bloop. It's very kind of you. How what? Probably. Oh, we're at the maze works. Oh,
Yes, do you want to keep coming, or would you... I mean, we're at the Grunge Works, at least, so this is probably your kind of... Perf.
yeah, like we kind of past my like where I stay.
Oh,
Kind of like
whoops.
a little dugout section of one of the mounds back there. That's okay. I was enjoying being cleaned. I haven't been cleaned in a long time. It feels
Want to go back?
tingly and refreshing. I could probably make it back. I know you guys have a lot to do, but if you find my friend, you could just tell him I'm back there, and it would be good.
We
Well,
did notice that several of the Denzians here were hungry for scrap. Do you have ways to avoid or mitigate that problem?
I did have it yes, but those dumb robots up in the Psycho Hex took it from me and used it to beat me. So no, I don't.
Your wrench?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, DM, that we... Did they take the wrench? Or did we
They
pick
walked
it up?
away.
They walked
Yeah,
away.
they dropped it on the floor.
Right. But Plinkerton doesn't know that. He thinks they just took it. He was kind of beat up.
I'm not
Any
sure
us
which
pick
of
up
us...
his wrench?
I would assume that we did.
Where's your wrench?
His eyes get very big. He's a little square in the face, but
Right.
yes, he's shining. Like, definitely gives you like the
Can't
someone
look
is.
straight on. He's just so
Yeah.
bright.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. Besides, like all the dents and scuffs and everything he has on him. Yeah,
Get the feeling the rust might have been a protective layer.
I'm
Just
saying that, like looking at him, staying out here, you can already see this smog taking effect against his skin or like against the metal that is there, and it's just starting to stick to it, and you can see this.
quickly check my own metal skin to see if that's happening to me.
You look fine. You look fine.
Oh, good. Oof.
I don't know if you guys know, but they always say, always make a left turn in a maze. You'll always make it to the end.
It's true. It's a methodology.
There it is. That is if you can, the junk dogs don't get to you, or what I like to call the garbage monsters, or the various
Ooh.
other traps of explosions that happen in there. It isn't meant to be a nice place.
Is there any way to get to where the knob is without going through the maze? Is there like a shortcut or an around cut?
What was the saying they used to say? Can't go over it, can't go under it. You gotta go through it.
All right.
He knows it. He's heard this. I thought you haven't. Oh, you guys know it. Have you been to the grunge pits before, Bloop?
It is.
Oh, cool.
What?
Plinkerton is now making his way outside of Bloop and kind of stumbling and hobbling.
Well, it was great to meet you, Plankerton.
Same to you. I hope we all see each other again. Maybe you can come stop by my shop and I can. No, he doesn't. He's just like using it as a peg leg and wobbling.
Robots do not regenerate.
No, unfortunately not. If you need to stop by my shop, you are more than welcome to. You get the best friend discount.
Aww. Okay.
Can I have a tool. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I mixed up. That's my needle kit. I was like, professional. I was like, toolkit? Oh, maybe there's something. It's my profession, toolkit.
It's your
So
tattoo kit.
Yes. So I was like, maybe if I have like a wrench or something to attach to his foot to make it easier, but no. Also, I don't think that would help very much anyway.
Probably not. I'm sure he can find a foot around here somewhere.
He's just using his wrench as like a Tiny Tim crutch.
What? Oh my gosh!
He's about that size. Like it goes right underneath his right underneath his
okay.
armpit. And he's just walking with it. Nods solemnly. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. I'm Plankerton, and turns around and starts walking.
Hi, Plankerton.
Yeah. Go right ahead. Roll a perception check for me.
I just felt like it'd be more dangerous to keep bringing him with us, so we should give him the option of not coming with us.
As he's walking, even though you guys have turned around to sort of going towards the maze, you can feel when he turns around, and he just, even though you guys are out of sight, he just like starts waving. You can see him making the waving motion and turns around, walks another 10 feet, turns around and waves, and turns back around, hobbles, turns around.
Scenes. Duh.
Slunda has at least like waits to turn around, like in waves at least time, but potentially turning around, unless the turnaround happens so fast that she's still in her periphery when he starts waving again. In which case, she will wave again.
She's like stuck, and then she'll go back to be like, "Oh no, here he is again! Oh no, here he is again!"
I mean, it's not an issue. She's just like, "Oh, waving again,
Still
waving
waving.
again."
Look,
Okay.
inside of you, you can feel like now that you see that you haven't seen, like, you can feel like rats, not Yosoki, but like actual rats that are scurrying around. You can feel these, like, the insects, the centipedes and whatnot that are going through the trash mounds, but you get a pretty solid sense that he is safe. And then after you're done noticing that, you can feel two small things just floating within you.
Is the foot there too?
No, and second, them, they seem to be just like two small coins that are kind of like a washer and a coin mixed together. One side of it's dug in, and it says, you can feel the grooves in it because it's been, it's like Braille almost, but it just says "thank you."
You got that, Blue?
Yeah, you found like these two washer coins that say "thank you" floating inside you. They say "thank you." They seem to be like made of the same metal that Plankerton is made out of. Plankerton is out of sight, out of reach. There's you see like this small, almost like when natural gas is on fire. You see like that puff of flame erupts somewhere within the maze. The smog that's above it erupts into flame. There's a large explosion that just goes over the entirety of the maze before, like in an instant, it's all gone. The area immediately feels a lot warmer, and then smog just begins filling back in.
Well, since none of us can fly, he's right. I think we do have to go through it. We can't fly without a ship. It doesn't matter who he's talking to, none of us can fly. Let's just go. But hey, at least no matter how long this takes us, when we finally do and re-enter the time stream, we'll enter at the same moment we left. So we can't actually really waste time here. Fair enough. It seems likely to me. Yes, I have the exact timestamp. Oh. Oh, we did ask about that. And you can go to where you need to go or want to go. Those are not necessarily the same thing sometimes. But yeah, it's also questionable whether we left from Salam Station or from your ship. It's unclear as to which location we would re-enter. I don't know yet. stash. For a smuggler? Wait. You're a smuggler? That's not the point. Never mind. I'm just adding this to the list of things I have to discuss with my brother when I finally see him. Okay. It's fine.
Slunda's just like, eyes are vacant of the meaning, is just like, huh? But not saying anything.
It explains so much. Okay. At the same time, it explains nothing. How? Never mind. Sorry.
So, entering into the maze now.
Let's go.
What is the game plan?
We are going to use Slunda's map. We're going to use Bloop's echo tremor sensibility, and we're going to maybe stick left and hope
Okay.
that we don't, because sticking left is a good way to explore the whole maze as well, depending on how it's laid out.
And I have infrared, so I'll watch for heat signatures just in case.
Okay. So, with a mixture of all those things, all survival checks will be made at a +8.
Woo!
+8. Survival, though, is not my thing.
Mine either. Someone else should make that roll.
Okay. If I get a
Other
+8,
people
it's a
allowed.
+10 for me.
It'll be a +8.
Oh, if I get a +8, it's +10 for me.
So it sounds like Slunda and Bloop are going to be leading you guys through the maze. Makes sense as Slunda has the
Did
map.
I?
Under the mapper.
One could make that argument. Continue.
What?
Are we both rolling, or is it just
Yeah,
one of?
you both can roll.
Even
I
even
appreciate
though
the chance, Arvad.
my perception is bad, well, not as good as others, I will be keeping an eye out for potential threats.
I
Sounds
am
good.
doing that with my infrared. That was the idea behind that.
All right.
Is your spicy pocket sand your gunpowder?
All right.
Nice. Okay.
So, Flamel, also give us a perception check, please.
Perception. What is my perception? Okay, do I get any additional bonus to it, or is it just my regular perception?
Since you're using infrared, I'll give you a +2.
Woo!
Alrighty. Very nice rolls on everybody's part.
You did so good.
The first
They
thing
did really good.
you guys did. I've split this into 3 parts. First part of the maze. Well, possibly more depending on how you roll. But you guys, as you guys are getting entering in, sticking to how you've been, the things that you've just said, you're feeling fairly confident about maneuvering through this. At no point do you find yourselves having wrapped around and gone through a point that's already there. As far as things you see, this maze is crawling with rats. It's
Oh,
a lot. They're normal sized rats, though, not unusually sized. They're real life normal sized. Like, Like, well, I mean, there are some that are larger. They're like 1.5 feet from nose to tail. Some of them, you swear there's like a 3 foot long, like not big, but just long, lanky rat. Seems to be kind of a lanky
It's a noodle rat.
It's a definitely a noodle rat. You hear the sound of like that combustion going on. Definitely like the sound of the swamp. The great fireball shoots into the sky above you as all the spot catches on fire. All of you, for this first part, it's just a little bit of a sweat as you're still making your way in. For those of you that can sweat, it's a little warm. Blue has maybe a few more droplets of himself that are moving off and then rejoin him. But it doesn't happen. It happens sporadically. It isn't on a timed schedule. The Flamel, walking along, there's like several broken rocking chairs, and there's like off on one of the sides is turning one of the corners. There's a rocking chair with a lamp that's broken, and they're not broken light bulbs, but it's a full case of unused light bulbs.
Unused, like brand new?
Maybe.
I'm gonna pick one up and look at it to see if it looks burnt out.
Does not look burnt out. These are regular found in Grandma's house, and somehow it's been working for the past 20 years, and you're not sure how because Grandma's never changed these out type light bulbs. They're very dusty and on like the inside and outside.
Does the lamp have any burnt out light bulbs in it?
It does have a burnt out light bulb. It's
okay. You
can see like there's that black filament around the base, and it's partly broken.
Do you guys think taking stuff from we find in this maze is stealing? Or is this like a... one of the light bulb? I held up one of the non-burnt out ones and the burnt out one. Here, what's the trick?
Let's not do that yet.
Right. I don't think I have a light socket. No, DM, do I have a light socket anywhere for a light bulb?
No, you have like
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. That would be funny if I did.
It's like the Pixar light bulb that just springs out.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna hang on to these in case they become useful. And so I'm gonna just put these light bulbs in my backpack, except the burnt out one, and I'm just going to eat it.
All right.
Do you have the satchel, or do I, or do we leave
I have
it?
my backpack that I bought, so you have
you
the
bought a
satchel
backpack.
if anybody has it.
Sorry, okay.
And I have a giant cooler.
And a robot head.
I have put the robot head into the cooler.
Innovation at its finest.
No, more like it's a container. I'm using the container as a container because it's a container.
Wow, what will they think of next?
Oh, that's funny. So, you probably travel. Once again, time is wonky here, so you're not sure how long you're traveling. But for the players, it's probably a good hour and a half So it's like this is a big maze, wandering around. Just little doodads here and there, broken chairs, tables that are sawn in half, little metal sheds. And as you start entering into the middle of this maze, before you comes this large metal gate. You can see barbed wire against the top. It painted in sloppy red paint says do not enter. And there's a beware of dog sign hanging on it that's rusted over.
Well, do we
Did we
feel like
walk?
this is on our path? Or do we just say, well, this is a left wall, we treat the door as a wall, and we don't enter, and we keep on going? What say you guys? Coral, I'm having way too much fun with this cane, by the way.
Yeah, does this look like, I mean, so there's a door?
It's like one of those like metal sliding gates.
Okay.
Gosh, like that.
Can we
Yeah.
see over it? Like, how tall of a gate is it?
Oh, it's like
Is it like see-through?
no, it's solid
Like,
metal.
oh,
and
I
it
mean,
has
it's
the
like
painting on
the
it.
solid.
With like the barbed wire. It's good 15 feet tall with, and then the barbed wire adding like a foot and a half to the top. Roll a perception check for me. You don't sense anything moving. It's hard to make out really what, with everything being stagnant, telling what is what. But there's what would this roll be? I think this would be. Let's see. Do you have any points in engineering? Are you trained in engineering? No. Okay, then you probably wouldn't be able to tell what. So, yeah, nothing that you can really pick out.
Does this seem like a place we need to go through? What do you guys think?
Does it look like a place with, like,
I mean, what is the likelihood someone just lives in here?
I'm thinking to not go in.
Okay. Huh. You sure? Oh, all right.
Ryan,
some
roll
people
some-
do put up.
I want a group perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sloop has been. Yeah.
Sloop, what a good sloop. Oh, Ewan. Yes, everything here's. Never mind.
Let me just get a slight change in your tick.
That's done.
Crap. Arvad, it's up to you. Do you sense any reason we shouldn't go through this door?
Well, just because I'm listening doesn't mean I listen and find no reason to go through.
You rolled a 1. You're not going to notice anything. Yeah, that's why I said it to Arvet.
Oh, why isn't this loading? Just a second, guys. Sorry.
Just.
See, we told you there were more of you.
we find out this is where sleep comes from. It's family. It's a family reunion.
So as
Oh god! Good thing
As
you've
you
been so
guys
good to
are-
him.
listening around, you're like looking at the door, discussing what you should do. That barking that you had heard earlier, that metallic grinding, barking sound, you can hear it. And it starts to echoing, and you're trying to place where it is. And our good old friend, why isn't it? Where are you? You got the highest. Awesome. You can tell it's coming from behind you.
Oh.
You are not a crossing. You've just turned and you've walked down this one path that has. I mean, it's not a dead end, but there's like this, this gate that's there. You probably have 40, 40 feet behind you guys before you can see the end wall, which lets you turn.
Through the door or the other way? Okay. Open the door.
Looking well, look. What are you gonna do to open this door?
I'm gonna I don't know if I'm just gonna open it.
It's not one of the, it's a solid metal gate.
Oh, I thought it was the slidey.
It's like it slides into the trash heaps.
Okay.
The walls.
I'm just gonna try and wedge my fingers on one side of it, or just Oh, Slunda, you could just stick your hands to it and slide it to the side.
Okay. I reach out all four of my hands and just.
You would hear them to it. Start pulling.
Yes.
Roll a strength check for me.
All right.
I'm not very strong, and I have metal hands. I don't have very good grip. That smooth metal surface.
I mean, it's the adhere spell. Yeah, I think I can.
Are you trying to turn Slunda into Spider-Man?
Oh my gosh. Alright, I assume that there's no bonuses, that I'm even getting to roll because of the sticky hands. I don't get any bonuses for sticky hands, right?
Right.
Okay.
Makes
Cool.
sense.
So it's a +1.
Okay, roll a perception check. Anyone who would like to assist may also look for one.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a nat 1.
So you are
No!
pulling hard. Your feet are digging into the dirt as you're pulling. It's not budging.
Roll the nat 20.
I'm sorry, Bloop. All right, looking around. You guys are looking around the walls, not seeing anything. Slightly panicking. You hear the barking getting closer and closer and closer. Bloop, you can now feel within 60 feet, coming from behind you guys and to the right. Two, roughly the same size as what you had fought earlier. Running. You can feel they're about to turn the corner to run towards you guys. In a panic, you're looking around. Flamel, you switch off from infrared and just start looking. And in some of the rubble underneath, kind of in a crate, you can see this lever with a red button.
I push the red button.
Pushing the red button, pull the door. These up the sides of the walls, these yellow lights start spinning, and you hear wow, wow as the door begins shifting and moving.
Slunda, doesn't realize until it's halfway moved or whatever to take her hands off. She's just
Linda,
like,
I'm blue!
what?
I'm blue!
Oh!
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Ready for the door!
As I need everyone to make one final perception check as the thing is opening up.
Oh no.
All right.
8.
19. Who's Linda? Boop!
Okay. For this, not Flamel, sorry. Who are we? Slunda and Bloop, you guys are considered flat-footed.
Oh.
And you do not see the turret that was not moving at the time, so Bloop did not notice. As you guys open, it sees you, this red light scans quickly, and I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Reflex.
A
Here we
reflex.
go. Well, 1d20 plus 1. I'm
A
flat.
reflex save? Okay.
Hey.
Nice. A1, you say you immediately see it duck behind some of the rubble as the bullets start shooting into your group. Flamel, you also start running towards towards some like little cover that's sticking out.
Want to get Slunda out of the way.
Trying to helping Slunda. Okay, that's so kind of you. But because you and Slunda, as Slunda was a little late to seeing this,
And I rolled a
trying to
7.
get her, both of you are going to take 3
No!
points of piercing damage. As the gun shoots out, the rest of you duck behind cover. The dogs have now turned the corner. You see, instead of looking like Rottweilers, they look more like German Shepherds in build. Slightly taller, not as wide, but lean and metallic. You can see those prong collars around their necks. One of them has a little bit of electricity pouring out from it. I need you guys to roll initiative.
All right.
Ah!
You did, yes.
My initiative bonus is there. It's at the
There
very
it is.
top, underneath your image if you have one. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. I'm so sorry, Blue.
Oh my gosh!
Ugh.
Blue.
All right. What is 20 to 25?
That would be me at 21.
All right, Ewan. All right. Then we have 15 to 20? Or 15 to 19?
19.
Okay. All right. Then we have 10 to 14.
Nobody.
Okay, 5 to 10.
9.
What'd you get?
9.
Okay. Okay. 0 to 5. You're not the one. You don't go last. Whoop.
Is Sloop an initiative or Sloop save?
He's hiding in his shell, I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Sloop. He is
Okay.
like gone into
happy.
the bed. The bed bot and it's just like rolling on the ground. Bullets have sprayed past him, and it hasn't like pierced it, but it nicked it, and it's just spinning towards some of the sides.
Job, Sloop.
All right, Ewan, you are first.
Hang on, I'm re-looking this up because of how
And then
this
Slunda, you are
works.
on deck. So, two dogs are running towards you. They are approximately 30 feet away, and the turret is 10 feet away from you, and it's sitting in the middle of the path. This path is like 10
Okay, cool.
feet wide. So, or actually, it'd be a little bit more than that. It'd probably be 15.
All right. Okay. At the start of my turn, how far away are these guys?
The turret's 10 feet away from you, like behind you, or I guess as you're ducking behind some cover, and the dogs, which can see you, are 30 feet.
20 and 30. Got it. Okay. Well, I don't have anything. You know what? Let's do this. Okay. First of all, I'm going to start becoming Graviton attuned because that's fun.
Okay.
And then I will as okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, because we need to get inside. Those dogs are 30 feet away, but that's one round. That's fun. Okay. And that's 20 behind. Got it. So I'm looking at this. Where is it? Where I was about to look at it. Move. Alright, so as my move, I'm going to draw my sword and run towards the turret. And is it like ceiling mounted?
It is. It's like it's not ceiling mounted. It's because there's no ceiling. It's just on a metal pole that seems to be in the center, and it's atop that metal pole.
Okay, cool. I am going to run towards the pole and then jump and attack or somehow disable the turret.
All right. As you start running towards it, the turret turns towards you. I need you to make a reflex save.
Excellent. Cool. 20. Yeah!
Another burst of fire starts going towards you. You dodge quickly to the side, sort of running up the side of this wall, jumping off of it. Roll your attack.
Excellent. Yeah. Cool. All right. That would be 12. Well, that kind of sucks.
Trying to avoid, jumping in the air, trying to avoid getting hit. You have to turn your weight in the air, not allowing you. Like, you hit onto it, but it doesn't have as much power as you want before you roll on the ground. Behind it, it is currently still facing forward. It hasn't turned towards you. The last few bullets leave the chamber as it's resetting, moving towards the group. Doesn't seem to notice you right now.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
So
noted. Well,
right.
That's my move and attack.
All right.
So that's me.
Slunda, you are up. Flamel, you will be after one of the enemies. After Slunda's turn.
Alright, so there are two dogs approaching that we can see, and then there's also like a turret.
Yes, behind
that
you.
has actually hit me.
That shot you. Yep, you just have a nice little bullet wound.
Now these look like the one from earlier?
They do, except they look like German Shepherds instead of Rottweilers.
Okay, but they look like the same.
Yeah, have the same vibe going on. Yeah, these
metallic dogs. And I would assume, since I figured out earlier that it seemed that the one was connected, you could say receive messages via the eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to attempt using telepathic message towards them and attempting to because I can do two of them now because I'm level 2, I think. And I would like to telepathically, because it says a technomancer casting the spell can also use it to send a message to a computer or a construct with the technological subtype if the receiving target is designed to receive messages. I would like to send a message to them to say, halt.
Okay.
Sit.
Roll a diplomacy check for me. How does this look? What does this look like?
Can I... can't use engineering since they're computing, right? Because they are computers.
This one would be more. This would be more a computers check instead of engineering.
All right.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I reach out. I instinctively reach out, even though it's I don't have to. And I just like my face scrunches up a little bit, and there's might be a slight glimmer to my tattoos.
Okay.
If you're looking close. I'm hoping that I'm sending this message the right way for. That's a 24.
Right. That's awesome. So you watch as one of these junk hounds immediately screeches to a halt and just sits down, ears pointed up, looking at you, tail is mechanically wagging back and forth. The other one, though, seems to still be running towards you. Nice.
All right. And then if I'm in direct, like, if there's a quick and easy place to move away from the thing that shot at me, I would do that. Otherwise,
yeah, you just like start to find a little bit more cover against the wall of the maze. Easy to do so. There's like some boards and whatnot they can kind of get behind.
All right. Yeah, that should be it.
Awesome. Turret's turn. I need everyone except for Ewan to make a reflex saving throw, as it's going to fire out once again. But as most of you have cover, it will add a +2.
Add a +2 to the reflex.
Do I have cover?
Okay.
You would not at this point.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so.
Everybody else, yeah. Sorry.
I just pushed Slunda into cover.
Oh, yay! Mark, you're rolling better now.
Good. Just makes his own bullet holes.
just like a giant donut. Yeah, it's not like a small hole because it's pretty random. It's machine gun firing, so you just widen yourself, and yeah, they just start shooting through you. 100%. All right, so Flamel, as you are trying to get cover, the burst goes through. You're still trying to make it. You take. Oh, it's not that bad. You take another 3 points of piercing damage.
Is there no armor?
This one is just
this?
no. This one's just a reflex save because it's not like targeting you. It's just a spray and hope it gets what it can.
Since I have metal skin, I just thought maybe armor would help, but okay.
Yeah,
good.
All right, so you are up.
Okay, I'm also gonna move to cover, but through the door. If that's possible. Is there cover on the other side?
It's pretty open. Like there's cover against the sides of the walls. It's not like a lot of cover, but you're able to put your back up against it. How
far away from me is the turret?
It's 10 feet.
And is the machine gun on the turret?
Like the turret is a machine gun.
So if I were to go just like right up to it, it probably if I just stand right against its pole, probably
won't be able to see you, but you did watch as it did shoot at Ewan as he moved towards it.
As he moved towards it. That does seem like the most strategic place to have cover.
Yep. And it didn't turn around and shoot Ewan when he got behind it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go run up to the pole of the turret.
All right, make another reflex saving throw for me.
All right, this is definitely going to go wonderfully for me.
So you run up against the side, catch your breath you don't have to catch your breath, but
I don't breathe.
I imagine a robot catching his breath.
20!
You hear the final round hit from that initial one. Wait for it. The sound, you can imagine what it is. As you turn around the corner and start running, the gun immediately focuses on you and sends out another burst of bullets. As you jump forward, you like somersaults on the ground. Zigging, zapping, somersault at the final jump as it's just a trace of bullets are following right behind you. You dodging it, and you get right against the pole, and it seems to have lost contact with you and is reset back to its general position.
Wait. So then that's just the movement for my turn, right?
Yep.
And still do. Okay. I have the eye that previously could talk to other robot dogs. I don't know if it can talk to these ones, but I am going to hope Since this is a Flamel product, I can plug into it and use it pretty easily. That to see if I can just like equip this eye and try to use it to talk to these dogs.
How do you want to equip it?
I figure that I have some way of plugging into other Flamel machines, probably like a little phoop, and I'm just like shoop.
Okay, sounds good.
That's what I'm guessing.
Little port
I can put
just
it in my
comes
eye
out.
if I have to, but I'd rather not do that.
USB comes out, plugging into it.
Wink!
The little eye on your wrist.
Yeah, I've just got an eye. Yeah, like just at the base of my wrist right now.
Like the information, the data is shared quickly. It's an old code, but it works.
But it checks out.
And I use it to reach out to these dogs.
Roll
like,
a
It.
okay.
One of which has already stopped.
One is yeah. So towards the other one.
Yeah,
Roll
the
a
other
computers check for me.
Let's see. Yes, computers is one of my best skills. Unsurprisingly. +8, not +6. 22.
You watch as the small red laser starts moving with the eye, and you make eye contact with the eye of the dog that's right there, and it immediately just sits down. Still growling and barking, but it's not moving. All right.
Okay. Is there anything else? Like, I don't know exactly how these turns work. I think that might be all I can do.
I mean, it's essentially like you have your quick action, which is a not as good bonus action.
I would probably just be like equipping the eye,
Yeah, that
and
one.
then the command would be my action. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think that's all I can do. So, okay, I've stopped a dog. I'm
Yep.
hiding under the gun.
Doggo is now sitting there. The beam is like looking at its eye and is just there barking but not moving. Arvan. Oh wait. Oh, that you are. Yep. Sorry. Okay. Yep. It's a hall. It's like a maze. So it's not a room. You haven't gone past the door. Two people have. The door, the gateway has opened and there was a turret on that side that immediately started firing and you guys ducked off into the sides of the maze from where you were on the dog side of it. Yeah. Correct. And both of the dogs are, one of them seems to be more passive than the other, just sitting there wagging his tail. The other one is barking angrily, but cannot move and is in a sitting position. Okay. Make a reflex saving throw. So I start. Okay. Start zigzagging your way in as the gun is just seconds behind you. Not even seconds, like milliseconds behind you. You can feel the dirt smack up and hit you in the legs as the bullet like barely misses you as you bob and weave in, getting right up next to it. Right next, yeah, Flamel is right there also.
Hey.
Nope, it is a turret that is sitting roughly 10 feet up on this pole. Yeah. You don't see any it's probably a good 8 inches. Yeah. Probably its feed chamber. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Oh,
We're all
righty.
just hiding right here under the gun.
Bloop. What you doing, boy? Oh, you can see it now. Yeah, as it's now moving. Mm-hmm. Not that you can see, but it's pretty thick, like pipe or whatever that's connected to the bottom. So, yeah. All right, make a reflex saving throw for me.
No! Bloop!
It's not quite. It's bloop. It's more like baby Swiss, as you take 5 points of piercing damage as several bullets just shoot through you, running through. Yes, go stamina first. Right. So the way it works, yeah, you're not hurt. Correct. It on those short rests, which is 10 minutes, you can spend 1 resolve point to gain back all of your stamina. But then when it's HP, you only get that back on long rests, and you can only get the number of hit points equal to your character's level back. So where you're at level 2, you'd only get 2 back a night.
Take a while.
Oh, but bloop. You don't take any damage. Do you remember the item you got? Your shield. I forgot about
brooch.
That. So as like these bullets are about, you can feel them impact through you and move through you. All of that energy is shoved, like you can watch it visibly ripple through you and head towards that brooch. So that 5 points of damage is going to get absorbed into that. So it should be at 50 points now instead of 55. That brooch can take 55 points of damage.
Your birthday gift.
Your birthday gift. Well, no, it's 55 points and it's gone. But
that is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, like I can't give you a legendary item level 2. I can't give you a legendary item at level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A turret would count.
Just yells ditto as his battle cry.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you know, he is kind of ditto.
Oh my word. Roll that. Yeah, roll that check for me.
Oh my
I'll
gosh, I
delete
didn't even
mine.
know that was a thing.
What, ditto?
It'd be what? Yeah. It hits. It's a stationary pole.
Ah!
All right. It doesn't slice through it, but like you definitely give a nice whack into it. You can feel the vibrations moving through it for those of you that are against it. And the pole definitely has a dent in it now, and it's slightly tilted for the point that you struck up. Yeah, that was a good solid hit. Your attack. All right. think that's. I don't think there's much for a swift action as of right yet. So, doggo number 2. Sitting there. Ewan.
Okay. Cool. So here we are. We're all behind or otherwise inaccessible to this thing, right?
Yep. Well, no. Slunda is. Slunda, did you move up? I don't remember. My brain is
I said that I was gonna move like to be under get
more
hit.
cover, but you didn't go underneath. Right. Yeah. So Slunda is the only one on the opposite side of is on the dog side of the gate.
I mean, I probably would have moved slightly backwards. It was unclear, but it's
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a slightly smarter thing. Since I'm right here, kind of by the pole, I'm going to. You know what? You don't have to know how computers work to know. So I'm gonna climb up this pole and see if there's a cord I can yank.
Roll an acrobatics check. Well, actually, this would be athletics. Sorry, roll athletics for me.
You sure it can't be acrobatics?
Yeah, it's like a pretty.
You can
It's like
do it.
it's a pole. There aren't many things. This is like you forcing yourself
yeah,
up.
yeah. You can't really parkour up the.
Yeah.
I
But you do have your
run
jump thing.
up.
You have.
Yeah, I can jump up there. I'll jump up and grab on.
Okay, roll. That'd be an athletics for me.
Yay!
You take a step back, roll, jump. You get a little springboard from Bloop. Your other foot goes onto the shoulder of Arvat as you push yourself up, reaching up to the top as you grab on top of it. You're now the machine gun or the turret has now tilted up towards the sky as you're hanging on, finding your grip, trying not to slip back there. Roll a engineering check, or perception check for finding cables.
Perception, because I can't use engineering. I have no training. Hey!
You can see as you've pulled it up, there are some wires that are connected from the pole underneath that you'd be able to pull at.
I'm just gonna give them all more than a yank. I'm just gonna grab hold of all of them and let go of the pole.
Okay. You look over the hole. You hear electricity just start shooting out as you come down with a handful of wires. Roll a reflex save as you descend.
You have that cool 3-point landing thing.
I can do a 3-point landing and have extra arms ready for stuff. Because I'm that cool.
Not only is it a 3-point landing, it's like a backflip in the air. You kick off of the back of the turret, backflip, and land. Your brown cloak just kind of floats out and returns to normal. The turret, as it was facing up, it doesn't move anymore. You can see some sparks of electricity happening within it. This faint little humming noise that's been by the pole now is gone.
Hmm.
You could have seen it. I loosened it for you. All right, Slunda.
All right. I will move towards the rest of the group. The one dog is sitting there. Well, yeah. So the dogs don't seem to be an issue at the moment, and that. Yeah. Does there seem to be any particular danger here? Oh, can I Well, I guess the door was opened with a lever, right? Not
Yep,
like a.
you saw where Clement pulled it, so you could go there and probably.
But that would be on the wrong side. Is there a lever?
You have time. You have time to flip the lever and then get over
gotcha.
there.
No.
It wasn't an
But,
instantaneous.
But I would want to check for one on the inside because as naive as Slunda is, she doesn't want to like lock us inside.
Accidentally lock herself on the wrong
roll
side.
a perception check, yeah.
Okay. It's a 6.
You move back around, you don't see anything resembling a lever on this side.
Alright. Well, alright. Well, there doesn't seem any immediate danger from the dog. And I'm just gonna try to catch up with the group. Move back over to the rest of the group. Inside, through the gate.
Okay.
It seems like all the dangers were accounted for.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
We're still in initiative, though. But Sluna doesn't know that.
No, I would say the turret's been taken care of, the dogs are pacified, and initiative can end.
Okay.
I just was
wanna
seeing if
try
there was
and-
anything that you were doing.
Say
You know
that
what?
again?
Oh, I said you're probably okay for right now.
Okay.
Out of initiative.
Yeah.
I want to try and use this connection I have with the dog to tell it to regard me as its master from now on.
Roll an engineering check.
One of my other top skills.
Side note, DM, if I have a spell that I have not used and have not mentioned, can I just, like, switch that out for something else that... Since it hasn't come up?
Talk to me after the session.
Oh no!
I don't remember if it's there's one of them that is able to do that with level
I
progression.
just mean, like I'm not sure if I would have chosen that because immediately it was like, oh, I didn't need to have chosen that.
I get what you're saying.
Sort of a deal. So
Okay, yeah, you haven't ever used it. Talk to me after the end of session and
Okay.
just let me know which one it is. Okay?
Okay,
You
cool.
might use it, but during the session, if you do, then we'll keep it in. But if you think you're never going to use it, then you can talk with me and then.
okay,
Yeah.
I mean it's one that I basically just chose for flavor. It wasn't gonna really come in for anything.
Okay, yep. Just talk with me and I'm sure we can get
Cool.
it figured out.
Okay.
All right. You know what? They're out of initiative. But as you were trying to get this, you have that constant squeaking sound in your head from the Neebler. Your senses, your receptors start to become overloaded as like that high pitched frequency begins getting louder and louder, and it's at first like this high buzz, and then it turns into that squawking sound that gets louder and louder. Over your eyes, you just see squawk in red.
Ah!
As that happens, that beam flickers on and off, and it goes, and the dog starts running.
Ah!
Okay, we're gonna continue from where we were. Turret's gone.
Sorry.
Flamel, that would have been you. So this doggo is going to make it. It's 30 feet, so it is now at the. It's not to you guys, but it is at where the gate is, which is currently open. Barking. You see this one little like this charge of electricity on its collar, and it's going to. It opens its mouth and it's going to shoot an electrical bolt towards everyone that is there. And they're going to make a reflex saving throw. This is dexterity saving throw, so cover doesn't quite count right here, but
Sorry.
this is.
I would shield you if I could, but I am
Well,
metal, so I conduct electricity.
okay. So Flamel, Ewan, Flamel, Ewan, and Bloop. This electricity, as most of you dodge out of the way from it, you guys are kind of close to each other. The electricity arcs from starting at Flamel, as she was the main primary target, and is made of complete metal, shoots out. Luckily, it's just one prong out of the 6 that are around. You watch as it powers down as this quick little jolt of electricity shoots out. Each of you is going to take full damage. That's going to be 9 points of electricity that just like you feel your muscles seize, Yuan. The rest of you just feel this electricity moving through your circuitry.
I burned through the rest of my stamina ones, guys. I'm on to real hit points now.
Oh boy.
Ow! Ow!
So, with that, Arvad. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, it paused for me half a second, but you're good. Yes.
I'm just assuming they all shatter.
It's a ranged attack.
Only one of the dogs.
You can search for one. Not Flamel. Slundell kind of looked, but was a little panicked and didn't see one. Yeah, unfortunately not. Yeah, you can move further away if you'd like. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Bloop. Yeah. All the electricity is just absorbed into it. Kind of this faint little off blue with like hints of white color to it. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure how that interaction works. For right now, I'll say no because I think you have to take the damage, but I'll look that up for you and get a better ruling for you. Okay? So I didn't think about that. If it's a lot of damage, I would say yes, but like 9 isn't the worst. Oh, okay. Then you know what? I would say yeah. Yeah, we'll say yes. Okay. Against the dog. Okay, you move up towards the dog, and you okay. No, it's right at the gate, so it's like. Yes, you do. It does. Yes, very excellent. Nice. Slackbeak, like the dog's mouth is still open. You can see bits of electricity going throughout it. You smack into its face. You can see part of the jaw dents in as it gets knocked a little bit to the side. That looks like it hurt quite a bit. But you do watch as one of the prongs on the collar lights back up. All right. Doggo number 2. Currently, can't do anything because thank you, Slunda. All right, Iwan, back to you.
Okay, cool. So, beginning of my turn, I now have that. Hang on, where is that? Um.
We're gonna do a long, hard journey.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna need a mental map of where people are.
Everybody except for Bloop is just gathered around this pole. Yeah, except for Arvad, who has ran 30 feet. You're, 12 feet away from this gate, and the dog is like 2 feet on the other side of it, or what would be there. So they're just kind of occupying the center of this 15-foot alley. Well, not alleyway, but just mazeway.
Okay, cool. I would like to run up to the dog and jump over it to land behind it and flank it.
Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Keep on forgetting what my bonus is. Yeah, that's a good bonus. I like that bonus.
Nice. Able to do so. Like, Bloop is in front of it. You, once again, just Bloop like a springboard and do a flip over it, landing behind it. The dog tries to snap up at you, but you jump high enough in the air, it isn't able to get you as you land behind it. I'm assuming you're turning and attacking?
Yep.
Okay, you get to add a +2 as you're flanking it.
Yeah.
Look at this other camp that doesn't have a big, strong guy.
Let me confirm my bonuses. Melee +2. Yep. Cool. Attack. Well, that sucks.
I'm so sorry.
All those bonuses.
For not.
Oh, you don't have to swing at the dog. Between like the quick movements of your flip, turning around, movement to swing down, it just doesn't quite hit the like it hits it, but not enough to like deal damage. It kind of just scrapes off to the side. You can see this large scratch mark in the back of this dog, but that's about it. I'm so sorry.
Dang it. I was gonna be so cool.
It was going to be so cool. I was very excited to see what happened. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, that was my movement and action.
All right, Slunda, your turn.
All right, so the dogs still seem to be. Wait, no, one of the dogs is running towards the group.
One of them is currently in combat with Bloop and now Ewan. And the other one is sitting 30 feet, or like 40 feet away from you guys now, just wagging its tail because you had.
One that you talked to is still happy. The one that I talked to is pissed.
Technically, I talked to both of them, but only one responded. But I will try reaching out to this one again, the one that is still fighting them.
All right.
With another telepathic message. Computers, right?
Yep.
Reaching out and just trying to say, like, down, like, stop fighting. That's a 22. That is lower than my other one, so depending on how this works.
As it, as you tell it to, you eventually command it to sit, you just hear it squawk, like, it's loud screeching in your ears.
Ow.
The dog, like, eyeing between Ewan and Bloop, its head immediately turns and focuses on you, Slunda.
Yay!
No!
And I will move away from the dog.
Okay, you start running back. Sounds good. You catch up with Arvad, who is
and I turn back around to look at people who are still
Sounds good. Flamel, you're up.
This eye fried.
It's not fried,
Okay.
but it is no longer
So-
sending out a red beam.
Okay, but I could. It doesn't feel like that. It's incapable of doing that.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna try and reestablish a connection with the dog.
Tab, roll a engineering or computers.
Computers. Okay. Whoa. I just tried to capitalize my 8 and put an asterisk in there for some reason.
It's the light, like the laser will flicker on and off. You're trying to make contact with its eyes. It's not really making contact with yours. When you think that you've got it in the eye, it will flicker off, and you try and get it going again, and just doesn't seem to be making its connection.
I swear in several languages, and I run to catch up with Arfad and Slunda.
Alrighty. As you're doing that, the dog, it appears like it's going to start chasing after you, but it's heading after Slunda. As it begins running. So, Bloop and Ewan, you guys will get opportunity of attacks.
Okay, cool. Roll 1d20.
With a +2 bonus. There we go.
Ha! There we go. That's
Roll
more
that
like
damage.
it.
Yeah, roll that damage. Bloop, you also get a roll for this. Opportunity of attack as the dog is running past you to go get Slunda. As she tried. Huh? Yep, you are.
Nice.
No, let's go.
Net 20!
That is the first crit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry. It's not going to run for too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weep.
Okay. Together. This isn't a solo endeavor. Both of you together. How does this look? How do you guys want to do this?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm
It's-
just going to baseball swing it.
Oh, right. Yeah. As this dog is running, you get in front of it quickly enough. Bloop. You pull out the shield. You push it up at its legs, or try to run up the shield. You push its head up as Ewan comes and head off. But sparks of electricity go as the head rolls.
Now we have 2 heads.
That is, if you so choose to take it.
Does the head roll towards me because that's the direction it was going? I guess that it would actually depend on how they were hitting it.
I would say it just rolls off to the side.
Okay.
So
That's right.
yeah, you've moved forward. All right. With that, the dog is done. The other dog is just still sitting contently. It's just on the other side of it. Are you taking the robotic dog with you onto the other side of the gate? Okay, so you pull it over, reach around, make sure Ewan's on the other side, and pull it. The gate, you watch as those yellow lights start turning again, and you hear as it begins to shut.
Two thumbs up. Alright. Bloop. Anytime Bloop does something, there's a sound effect of bloop.
Nice.
All right. So, you guys take a minute to breathe. The church gone. Dogs. One of them taken care of completely. The other one on the other side of the wall, not knowing what's going to happen. Arved, you hear the sound of the barking stopping. You can turn around and you see that the gate is shut. This dog has been cut in two.
I will retrieve the head and put it in the cooler.
All right.
Collecting dog heads.
They are scrap,
Right.
are they not?
That is true. That is a very good point. Wait, are we still in initiative?
Nope, not initiative anymore. Yeah.
Ah! Pointing the gun at me, and I'm just, oh no! Bloop on the other side of the door from us, though?
No, his arm
Managed-
stretched and pulled it. Yeah, he's good.
Okay, so we're all on the same side of the door.
Yep, you're all on the same side of the door.
Okay.
But we're locked in here?
This is where we were trying to go.
We're taking apart the dog.
Okay.
Now I'm seeing Bloop with a shocky collar, and I'm terrified.
Those of you that are the engineer, those of you that have skills in engineering can
Okay.
Roll.
I do.
make some rolls. Yep.
Okay. Got to label
Wow.
that roll. Whoops. 18.
Very nice.
She's not a robot!
Luke,
Oh my gosh.
Luke, do you have engineering?
What was that?
Those of you that are looking through it, able to get several like small computer chips and would be like power energy batteries. You would see that the collar seems to be like welded onto the neck portion of it, and has wiring that is connected to one of the batteries there. The head is in the cooler. You have what?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if we wanted to detach something, I have an Omni tool that I can use, so I don't get a penalty on engineering checks of doing that specific thing.
Cool.
That also works.
Ooh. We should.
Well,
I don't think that it was evil because it's. Never mind. I don't think this is anything like that. I don't think so. Well, they're arguing about that. I want to be just kind of investigating my little eye that's on my wrist now, just to see what else it can do other than interface with dogs. Well, I told it to sit. It did. I don't know why the other one sat. The one that I was pointing the laser at, and I hold up the little eye that I've put onto my wrist. Yes, Umpos. Well, no, it wasn't his eye. He stole it, but never mind. Yes, the recently removed from Umpo's face eye. Anyway, it's now on my wrist. I
go ahead.
told the dog to sit, and the dog sat. And so then I was thinking, maybe I can also tell this dog to be my dog or something, and they did not like that. That is a good point. In the heat of the moment, I did not think of it that way.
And for the other
I just
dog,
tried to reprogram it. Sorry.
I think Slinda was going to say something really quickly.
yeah, I was just saying the other dog. I told it to stop,
Oh, great.
and I just. I told them both to stop, but only one stopped.
And what else can this eye do?
Roll.
Can I see from my wrist now?
Roll a computer check for me.
Okay.
To begin accessing files and whatnot on it.
Like numbers and stuff starts flashing across my eyes as I read the eye.
Oh, 100%.
No. Never mind.
I narrowly avoided needing a robot eye.
It's true.
27.
Eyeball check. Nice.
I spelled eyeball wrong.
That's great.
Well, why didn't you just call it eye roll?
Okay. But I really want to know what it does.
I'll leave this up to you.
Oh.
Can either go into the secret chat,
Oh.
or we can have it said in front of everybody. I'll leave it up to you.
I'll let everybody hear it, even though I'm
Okay.
the only one who'll know it unless Flamel tells everybody.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So, let me get a slight change of music here.
Oh gosh!
This today,
I've
but
uncovered lore!
Roar!
Let's see.
Gotta get rid of the chill saloon music.
Yeah.
Honestly, so a couple days ago, Coral and I put on Cowboy Bebop as like background movie stuff, and
Absorbed
Yeah.
almost no plot, but it was very nostalgic. I think, don't know why. I've never watched it before, but everything about it made me feel like I was a 6-year-old watching cartoons.
Cowboy Bebop is amazing.
So. Oh.
it's like very, I want to call it bluesy, but
It was so cool. I need to watch it when I actually watch it instead of just passively absorb it. But he's doing a face reveal.
Oh, I don't have that screen
Oh.
open. Just a second.
Has a doll. He has a
I love it.
cowboy doll.
your
Yeah,
background
it's-
blur is turned on,
Yeah, your
and it's,
background blur. It doesn't want us to see what it is, but we can tell it's a merchandise.
It only
doll.
wants us to see Mark.
We can only see.
try holding it very close to the camera so it recognizes it as a face. Hey, that's really
Yes,
clear.
it worked.
My pen stopped working. Why are you not working?
Your
Oh,
pen?
come on, my pen. I need to write something down, but it's not working.
Oh no.
Yes, please. Okay, give me just half a second. I gotta write this down.
Ugh, useless.
All right, I'm back. Let's hold this
I've
pen
got a
out.
plastic container of
I've got a
pens and markers.
box of Cheez-Its.
Nice.
All right. So, come on.
Yeah.
your eyes, you have like the binary going over your eyes. It's almost like the Matrix. You see everything's in greens and blacks for half a second. As you begin accessing it, opening up whatever you can find. Suddenly your vision isn't your own. It's like you're only seeing out of one eye. But you recognize that what you're seeing is back in the castle.
Oh.
You, whatever vision you're seeing through, you can tell that it's walking. It has its hands out and it's moving about, and it stops as it knocks on the door. Door opens. Once again, you see Mr. Big. He is not in his throne, but he seems to be slowly, with like this large walker, pacing back and forth. Yes, master, you summoned me. They're getting close. Very, very, very close, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Looking in, I sort of zooms in. You see Mr. Big walking, but on Umpo, the left side of his face had that clay face that would come over it. And Mr. Big, this time it's there's something like it looks similar on the right side. Half of this clay face. His voice sounds different. They are making too much progress. You see, Mr. Big's mouth isn't moving, but the clay face is moving, just the corner of his mouth that it's around. They were going to be figuring things out too quickly. I don't like it. Not at all. Mr. Big pauses, and it looks like he's struggling for a moment. Continues moving. I want them gone. We were
Clayface say that?
Yes, this is all Clayface. Mr. Big technically isn't speaking. Ever since we split, we've been able to do much for our purposes here, and they're going to ruin all of it. I don't like that. The robot that's in the room, again speaking again. I'm sorry, my master. I think the one known as Umpo has tried to stall them, or your other half has influenced him to try and stop them. He seemed to take a liking to them. His will was strong, but you know that you're separated from your other half and it makes it difficult, but I sense that it was trying to take care of them. Umpo's will was a little too strong and he got away before things took a turn in our favor. This Clayface starts speaking again. I'm too weak at this moment to reunite, and we need that puppet of mine. Don't kill him yet, but go and get that eye. I need it back now. the robot begins speaking again. Yes, my meh. And it pauses. And Flamel, you notice as you start to feel thoughts coming into your brain. Hello. I do not recognize this programming. Who might you be?
Your conscience?
With just the Neebler in the background.
I do not believe I was programmed with a conscience. Interesting.
It's a recent update.
How am I connected to you? Let me see where you are. And you can feel like this surge of code streaming from that eye, moving.
I want to rip it
that
out.
body.
Can I? Or am I frozen?
Let's see. Roll a reflex save for me. I want to see how much gets in before this happens.
Okay. What was my reflexes? Okay.
I will make it.
I was like, what can I even say that won't be so incriminating? There's nothing. I'm your conscience.
you could, like, watching. It's like watching like electricity move down a wire. It moves in from him into the floor, and you can feel like somehow it's connected to the glassway. It's like there's wires living within it as electricity is moving through, heading in your direction. In that moment, you pull it. You feel like it didn't make it all the way to you. And the voice. Well, that is unfortunate, and it fades out. On top of that entire thing, you now, doing your scan over it, will be able to access more of those hard drives, if you so choose. You have some...
Lost the memory things?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Not right this second. Well, maybe right.
You got the right software for it.
Have the...
You
You got a
I
software
have a new
update.
update. Yay! See, these things happen. You never know. There could be a conscience update. So I like go into a weird robot trance and then I rip out the eye and I'm like, okay.
Did
That
something
was
happen with
unexpected. Well, I could see through the other eye for a minute. Back at the castle. I learned a few things. Know the clay face that Umpo has?
Yes.
That's half of someone bad, I guess. And the other half is Mr. Big. Oh no, like the same way that Umpo has a clay face, Mr. Big has a clay face. Ew. I could see it the same way, like when you see Umpo. It looked the same, except Mr. Big. Oh, Mom's here, Gilbert. Gilbert, sorry, 1 second.
Mom's here?
Yep, Mom's here, sorry.
How do I pause the game?
I'll take care of it, yeah. Yep, there you go.
Please pause this for me.
Yep, I will. Sorry, guys.
Can I take
You're good.
No, you can't take my Cheez-Its. You bye. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. What was the question? Yes. Yes.
my hoodie? Hoodie's right there, grab it.
Good question. How big was his secondary face, DM?
The clay seemed to be a little thinner, a little more spread out, but it was able to cover the entire right side of like going down into like not the full beak, but down to like where the muscle part of it, like on the corner, is.
Wait.
Covered that
Wait.
like partially down to his neck and then up over.
Can I
his
just
eye.
project this memory for them to see? If I remember it, would I be able to project it like my other memories?
This, yeah.
I'll just show you guys. And I show you guys a holographic image of the scene I just saw.
Poor Bloop can't see it.
Sorry, Bloop. You can at least hear the dialogue, and I'll describe Mr. Big to you. Yeah, I could see out of the face of the.
It's
Doesn't sound like they're themselves, like a version of Umpo and a version of Mr. Big, because it sounds like they're two halves of a whole. I think it's more like a tapeworm.
Slinda's eyes are just glazed over. Just no comprehension.
Yes, it's a Naruto. No. No. That's its own individual character.
Regardless, we would have no idea to find that out. But we cannot be entirely sure that the group that they're talking about here. Yeah, Bloop, you can hear the audio of it just fine. But we can't be sure that the group that they're talking about here is necessarily us, though it is likely.
Likely us, and also they definitely want this eye back.
When the other group, they said that they didn't seem to know Umpo,
Right.
and in this, they mentioned Umpo.
Yeah. I think it would be better to escape for now and not try to kill them right now if we can help it, and come back later to do that. Just resource management wise, that seems wiser.
That might be a bit complicated.
Fonda?
Fondant?
We can do that perhaps when we get back.
Right, I think we should plan on killing them when we return to the Glassway. If we can avoid them now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Also, when do we think we're going to rest again? It's hard to tell time here. I don't know how long it's been since we rested.
It's very difficult to time, so you're not sure. Could have been 2 hours, could have been 2 days, could have been...
Next time you go to Dad's, you're getting an upgrade. You're getting an attachment that just like has a internal time clock.
I already have an internal clock.
Oh,
It does everything but tell time.
Normally tells time. Normally tells time. It just isn't working properly because this place sucks. Just kidding. I love this place. It's just frustrating.
Okay.
We're following.
Yeah, we're all walking.
Was
All right.
the reverse infiltration part of the recording that we saw?
Her going into
No.
Yeah.
It trying to I don't know, was it? Would you have shown them that?
What?
It talking
the bit
to
at the
you.
end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so it might
Included all of
have
it.
discerned our location, or at least a general
Right.
location. So moving, good idea.
Okay.
tried to disconnect before he could get our location, but I don't know.
Did it? You didn't feel like he did. Like
I don't
so it's
think
like
he got our location.
these circuits and wires hidden underneath, and it was moving in your direction. You could feel that, but it wasn't there. So, all right.
Yeah.
I am going to need you guys, same stuff as before. 2 survival checks and perception checks for those that want to be perceptive, except for those that are doing the survival checks, because that's what.
We'll do perception.
Yes. So with a +8, yep. Because I'm assuming you're keeping to what you had been doing before.
Yeah. I pull out my.
Oh.
And if we're
Drake,
doing,
how many
if-
nat ones is that for you tonight?
I
Three?
think that's only 3.
Only 3. I haven't been rolling tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry, Drake. It's not fun. Oh, it's never fun when that happens. I'm sorry.
I can't see.
No, you weren't you? Oh yeah, you were being perspective. Okay.
I
That's
did roll a couple nat 20s during combat, so that was good. It also mattered then.
All right. Awesome. From Slunda, what did you get?
I got a 27.
Okay. And what did Flamel get?
I got a 22 in perception.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay.
I'm still alternating between regular sight and infrared. Just keep an eye out for
All right.
enemies that might give off heat signatures, although the robot dogs I don't think do.
So, traveling once again deeper into the maze, sticking to your paths, feeling fairly confident in your movements. The second half, or not second half, the second third, because there's 3 parts of it. That smog gets thicker and thicker, and he watches it settles down into the maze. It's warm. It gives off heat. It kind of messes with your infrared a little bit.
Rude.
But it isn't terrible. Those of you that need gas masks are very lucky to have them currently. This does not look healthy to breathe at all. You see, even though you're like the amount of rats has dramatically decreased, as you'll find looks like little packs of rats gathered together in corners, and they all are just dead probably from the gases in the air.
You even need to breathe though?
You
That
don't have lungs. No, you don't have to.
If you were floating through space without a spacesuit, I assume you don't need to breathe.
Yeah, you got it. There is a Yeah, it's deep brown smoke that just gets thicker and thicker the deeper you walk in. It does start to get thick enough that you aren't seeing 5 feet in front of you. But sticking to the left, it is making it a little difficult for you to map this out, Slunda, but with your roll, you're able to do so. Sticking to the left, you were able to stay together. No one is falling behind or is lost. What feels like another hour of traveling this maze, walking through it. You come up to this. It opens up into this circular area, and at the very center, there is this large hole, reinforced with pieces of metal and clockwork around the edges. The area besides that is empty. Like, there's only junk coming out from the walls of the maze itself. There's only one. There's one entrance and one exit direct opposite of it, and this hole is probably 2.5 feet, 3 feet wide.
And how deep?
As do you want to go investigate it?
Okay, so I cannot see the bottom from where I'm standing, so it's at least.
I mean, you guys are just entering in. You can see it.
Oh, gotcha.
It's probably 20 feet away, 15, 20 feet. So you can see that it's there, but you can't tell how deep it is because just the angle that you're at.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll go investigate.
Okay. Stepping forward.
I will go with you.
All right. Are the rest of the party entering into the room?
So there's a pit in the middle that's about 2 feet across, you said?
Yeah.
2.5 to 3 feet.
From what you can see, being like 15 feet away.
Is there... I guess we would go into the... Or at least I would go into a room. I wouldn't go directly to the hole, because I would just be following... Is this in our pattern of holding left?
Yep, it is.
But is it a clear dead end?
They're directly across from the entrance. There is an exit. There's just one.
So it's not
pathway.
a dead end that we can just say, "Oh, let's skip this." It's
correct. Yeah. No, this is continuing down. You guys have been able to avoid any and all dead ends because of your roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this also? So we went through this door. Is this a roofed area?
Well, it's not a door. It's just like the entrance to the passage, entrance to the area. You know, like how in some mazes, the trimming will turn into a circular. So it's, when I say like room, that's the best way. I can't think of how to describe it. It's just the pathway leads into the circular area. The segment of it. Yep.
Okay, so it's not roofed over with whatever junk.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd go in. I have no reason to think a problem of it so far.
All right. Bloop and Arvad. I'm assuming you guys are heading in also? Awesome.
Yeah, the fact that you're asking so specifically is real sus.
Well, I just want to make sure. I don't want to like narrate it the wrong way and then be like, oh, actually, I would have.
Sloop also follows us, I think.
I am assuming Sloop is by.
Sloop is still here.
Sloop is.
No, Sloop is fine.
Sloop has been by Bloop's side the entire time. He seems very well. Like there's a special ooze bond between the two of them.
Aww.
An ooze bond.
I'm not trying to kill anyone.
It just might happen on accident.
We
Entering And entering in, as you get closer and closer, Slinda, you can hear these clockwork
I hear-
coming from underneath the ground. It seems to be getting closer and closer to the to this hole. And as you get, within 5 feet, it sounds almost like this grinding sound is coming from the hole. You take a look down. You see these two little rectangular arms with no hands. Well, like they have hands, but it's like you know what? We have like you have the grid paper, and you would be making a rectangular prism, and you like fold it out, and then you can fold all the pieces together and tape it together to make your rectangular prism. It's like that with these just rectangular hands, and it's folded at sharp angles, and it looks like it's holding onto this little piece of metal that's just barely sticking out, and this black box attached to these two hands.
Oh,
That is there,
black box.
just hanging.
Does it have a red light?
You can't see one as of right now, but you just hear help, help, help. It's just very soft. It's kind of being drowned out from the sound of this grinding happening underneath. And you can see these large meat grinders or metal grinders that are 6 feet below the bottom of this box. This box is maybe 2.5 feet tall.
And how far away from the surface is it?
It seems to be 10 feet down.
Okay.
Help. 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 Help.
Okay. And what are like the sides of the hole made out of? Like, is it like a metallic or is it just like the regular stuff?
Yep, it's metallic.
Alright,
I'm going to look at Arvad. No, wait, I don't know if I know about that.
I'm going to reach one hand to Flamel.
And grab your hand.
Yes.
Don't you dare jump in that pit.
Well, what I was going to do is try and glue our hands together, and then I reach down for that and grab that, and maybe work long enough together.
Okay.
Maybe, perhaps.
Okay.
I don't. Wait, actually, I might have rope. Actually, now that
That
I have a thing,
idea.
might be slightly better. Okay. I have 50 feet of rope, and so I will grab like the 10-foot mark, and I will see if I can glue it into Flamel. Like, I mean, I guess you could just hold it too. But I was like, if we need to glue it somewhere, we could. Actually, is there like well, no, because it's a strength check, and it might feel okay. I'm just gonna hand it to you, and then I will glue my other hand to the end of it. Just one of my. Alright, I guess I could tie it. I don't have to glue everything. But yeah, I grab the rope and attach it to myself.
Are you? What are you doing? Can you please explain the plan?
There's the I think it's L3 down there, or a black box.
As you say the name, like, rescuers, help, help, help.
Am I the only one who can hear, or can Flamel hear?
Flamel can. Anyone that's like within 5 feet can hear it. You start to hear like the sound of the metal sounding that it's holding on to begins to bend, and he moves slightly deeper into the pit. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I'm going to
help.
I'm going to start climbing down, and as
I'm holding on to this.
Yeah, I'm climbing down the hole, and as soon as I can reach the little robot, like I'm going to grab it, but I'm also going to glue my hands. Like,
whoever's holding the rope, I need you to roll a strength check for me.
Somebody help me!
I'm keeping one hand free. I have one hand.
I'm not very strong. Somebody help me with this. I'm not very strong, and I don't want to drop her.
What was that, Bloop? Bloop is there?
Good.
That's like 10 feet down.
Oh, good.
I'm already down there, and I've already glued onto it.
Bloop is helping me, which is good because I rolled a 3. I don't know.
So as
Bloop,
like
do something.
Bloop is moving up, you feel yourself slipping, and you pull 3 feet forward. You dig your feet in, and like you get right off to the edge as you're about to fall. Then Bloop, roll a strength saving throw for me, or strength check. Strength check. Yeah. Slunda, you feel yourself just slide down.
And I reach out one of my free hands, and I glue it to the wall behind me.
All right. Bloop grabs around you, holds onto you, like it's like this bungee stuff as you're about to go, and you feel yourself moving forward. As you pull taut and pull back, you feel Slunda down in there. You feel yourself get tugged against the wall a little bit, pinning your arm that's glued. As you're holding onto this robot, his hands are still holding on to this metal siding that's now peeling back even more, and the piece of it just breaks off. Oh no! And he feels like he's about to fall, but you have him glued. He's now just.
I'm holding. And
he's a heavy little bugger. Roll a strength saving throw.
All right.
Or strength check. I guess it's not saving.
Strength check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is stuff that my adhere adds to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the DC, I get, or of pulling things apart. You said a strength check or
Yes.
saving.
You just say, oh no, my time has come.
Okay,
I am going to die. It was about time anyway. My data processing cores were becoming overfilled. Oh no. Yes, and it's just kind of like moving back and forth for me.
Oof. I'm still glued, but that was a natural one.
Can you what, Bloop? Yes. He is, but he's heavy, and Slunda was not expecting that. As she's like been tossed around,
It's gonna break my arms with it.
There's a little section of this, like this square box of him that's getting chipped at, like just a little corner. Ow! This hurts. Ow! Ow! You see a little spark go off. You don't know. Okay, how much can that? All right, you take Sacronac hand, start lifting it. It's barely holding on. It's keeping him, like you're lifting him up so he isn't in the grinder itself. What is going on? I do not know. I thought I was going to die.
Right.
That red eye that was like looking down, it goes black, and on the opposite side, looking towards you, Slunda, it just lights up. Hello. I am L3. Please get me out of here. Help.
Hello.
Help.
That is what I am trying.
Help faster. And now it's here, like the grinders seem to have sped up now. They're going faster. That metal has gone down in there. Ewan, is there anything you're doing?
I'm looking for a big off button.
Roll a perception check.
That's smart. Wait, what? Are you flirting with that robot?
Flirting
No!
is a human
What
emotion.
is-
I am not
That is-
flirting.
I didn't think you were flirting, L3.
I'm holding.
All right. You start looking around kind of frantically as there's a lot of noise happening and it's getting faster and faster. Looking around, you see that that smog is becoming heavier and heavier, and it's covering things up, and it's making it difficult to find. You're gonna have to you're looking like really close, really inspecting, not able to find anything yet. You start to hear the and you hear the large sound as that explosion heads off in the distance. All of you need to make a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude.
What if we don't breathe?
Wait, I'm sorry. What
You need
just
to make-
happened?
That not necessarily a trap, but like that exhaling of fire somewhere in the maze is now catching all the smog on fire. I need everyone to make a force.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so it's about fire, not about breathing.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Okay, wait. I forgot to. What is my fortitude thing? This is a fortitude save.
Oh, wow. I'm so good at this.
Where are my? There it is. Okay.
There we go.
All right. So, Slunda, Arvad, Ewan, Bloop, what did you... Okay, roll that. Okay. All right, yep, so Slunda, Arvad, and Ewan, you all are going to take... 8 points of fire damage as this explosion just goes off. You feel your skin beginning to burn. Pieces of clothing are starting to, like... Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So,
Yay!
Bloop, as you are about, you hear this sound beginning to go off. You've seen this happen. You suck in, you just start breathing in all this gas that's around you, Kirby style, making it less dense, not as prevalent in the area. So there isn't as much to combust. Therefore, you guys will only take half of that damage.
+4.
Yay. Very nice, Bloop. That is...
We definitely need to rest.
We've got to rest somewhere, guys.
Maybe when I'm not in a...
Not right now, obviously.
Well, as the... Let's get this on.
I get Slunda out of this hole.
Yes. It would be nice to get Slunda out of the hole.
Why did I let you go down there?
Side note, flirting is another of the terms that Slunda's gonna have to ask Flamel, what does that mean? She'll know what it means, but she doesn't know common,
So as the
should
explosion
know how to
goes off,
flirt.
that rope that we were holding starts to ignite.
Oh no!
It's on fire. You watch as the strands begin ripping and tearing. It's moving up and down it very quickly.
And I have one hand glued to the wall behind me.
In this
try and pull
moment,
her up.
okay, try pulling her up. Roll a strength check for.
Alright. If
for
I
both
can
of
feel
you.
the rope going up, I let go, but... Yeah.
Okay.
Strength check. Strength.
Okay.
All right, I have a +0. Okay, it's just a roll.
Elon, roll a perception check for me. As you're looking around, there's a moment of clarity where the smoke screen has cleared out of the way before it's filling back in. Yes.
Oh, right.
So-
I didn't add anything to that.
Yeah,
It was just a straight roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Great. That's a 19.
Okay. Pulling him back up, you were able to get Slunda up. You were holding on to
Does she have L3?
Yep, pulling him up. The grinder is getting louder and louder. Ewan, you're looking for an off button, and as you look up, creeping over the top of the maze, you see this hulkish beast of just flesh. These giant
No.
blood-red claws coming over. It doesn't have a face, but it's this giant maw with jagged, sharp teeth. You can see just this stench, physical stench coming off of it as it begins reaching the top, looking at all of you. You can see these like almost gills on the side of its face, on the side of its neck, that look like it's breathing in. And as it does so, it starts focusing in on the rest of you. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh. Oh, evil.
You guys saved L3.
Yay!
Yes. What would it be?
Gunpowder.
Mm-hmm. You can be attempting to do so. It's going to take a second, like, to pour that in, but that can be what you're doing.
Molotov
Yes.
cocktails.
Really flammable thing in a really flammable area. I would love to see where this is going to go.
Oh no. Yeah, but the air is extra flammable here. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. 100%.
Hey, chemistry. Ah!
Yes. Nice to not get my face blown.
That was nice
off.
to not have your
Yeah.
face blasted off.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yes.
Like him.
Your greatest, do you say? Or quietest?
That's fair. All right.
You're good.
Good
All right.
night.
Lucky class. Have a good night.
Bye.